Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of our discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon, you and no.
I don't know what I want. I see he get love, but he not make it. He not make. I can see the love. I can see the. Oh shit. He not make it. How left looking. You see the love in him. He get love for the brain people. Oh shit. He just not make it. I don't know what I want. I see he get love, but he not make it. He not make. I can see the love. I can see the. Oh shit. He not make it. How left looking. You see the love in him. He get love for the brain people. Oh shit. He just not make it. He trying to face things. Shit. Trying to fix things. Trying. Where you want you? Shit, man. You couldn't get hurt, man. Training too stupid, man. But you get hurt. I don't know what I want. I see he get love, but he not make it. He not make. I can see the love. I can see the. Oh shit. He not make it. How left looking. You see the love in him. He get love for the brain people. Oh shit. He just not make it. He trying to face things. Shit. Trying to fix things. Trying. Where you want you? Shit, man. You couldn't get hurt, man. Training too stupid.
And the propagandists, they're just talking. And they all know that we cannot go to an election in this country. Maybe in other country, that Waka can defeat. It's not possible. It's not possible. Waka in government are defeated, and then I'm in government and I'm doing.
So yesterday when you hear me thinking,
I don't know what I want. I see he get love, but he not make it. He not make. I can see the love. I can see the. Oh shit. He not make it. How left looking. You see the love in him. He get love for the brain people. Oh shit. He just not make it. He trying to face things. Shit. Trying to fix things. Trying. Where you want you? Shit, man. You couldn't get hurt, man. Training too stupid, man. But you get hurt.
The things Zanzankawa doing. No. If our young person was doing it, Zanzankawa was going to scare them with cartel and nothing inside. They ain't get nothing inside. No power, no traditional power inside, nothing. Any traditional chief that gets smartphone and roller watch.
So that I think you said
any traditional chief, as in the sense of soul and volume and traditional chief, that got cell phone, that smartphone, we wash that.
Who has that?
Zanakawa. That papa is smart and he just using job we are in his own. That man that no traditional man. Zanakawa.
Say that you gotta take it easy with you.
Hey, please, I'm speaking as senator. That man is greedy. He's unprincipled. He using these people in the name of traditional chief. He get no power behind him. He have power behind him. Where miracle or gonna win. He can even make a web win in Delta number 2 in Grandmother Canada. He didn't want to make sure we are win.
Oh, yeah, when you say it, because there's a serious thing we're coming to this place here. And I told the PO I wanted to talk to you this morning when I was sharing my
Uncle Nelson, you muted.
Thank you.
You get talking, somebody who lost it.
In fact, this is like Gizzy Boyka. But let me say thanks to you folks. All right. Thanks a lot. Thank you, James. Thanks to you folks thanks to you for joining us from across the world. We're live on Spoon TV, we're live on Fabric TV, we're live on Super TV as well. We're also live on Spoon FM, Fabric FM, and Super FM, and other radio stations across the country. Welcome to the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. Yes, this is where young Liberians gather to talk about the trending national issues. And again, we're here tonight. This is the first night of being here after the election, after the run of election in our country. I remember the last time we came here, it was all about peace messages and, talking about the need for Liberians to maintain the peace, how we should go about voting and all of that. But today, we're here on another atmosphere, and the folks are coming in now. We're going to have the conversation going on. Let me say thanks to all of them who have been very patient, making sure that we get set, we get here, we are here until the show gets started. I want to say thanks to all of you for joining us tonight. I'm hopeful that our co-moderator, Mobile Zokia, will join us as well. Let's hope that Mobile Zokia will join us. Let's hope that our guys, Josh Wieder of the CDC, Vasco Sumo of the CDC, and all of our guys will join in as well. Listen, this is going to be a fascinating conversation here today. And yes, I would now like to move on. To bring in the crew members one after another. But I don't know why I still don't see Mobile here in the background. This is a service call for Mobile Zokia. Mobile Zokia, you gotta be here tonight. Mobile Zokia, you gotta be here tonight. Okay, so I missed a lot, of course, from Mobile. It's like Mobile has been busy and a lot has been going on. So we're here tonight, and I want to say thanks to all of you. I see the background is green. When I look backstage, I see the entire backstage is green. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but let me bring Amy, the rescue missionary, the missionary who came with a mission. I don't know as to whether the mission is accomplished now. But Amy, thanks for joining us tonight. It's a good thing to have you on.
Thank you, Nelson.
Yeah. So not to say much, let me just go ahead and bring all the guys on. So I'll now move on to bring Cindy. Jalayu Cindy. The man say Nina Jalayu.
Jilau.
Okay, Jilau, eh? The man corrected me backstage. Interesting thing, nobody hearing him. But Sandy, welcome, man. It's
Thank
good
you.
to have you. What was the pressure?
Ami is a smart student. She got it. You know? Yeah. Anyway, she's a Basel girl, so I take my credit back.
That tribal thing, you got me bring the whole thing now. So
at least I got a little credit for that.
Yeah.
But
How you doing,
Sandy, it's good to have you here, man.
It's good to be here.
Why you wearing green? Why you got green on that shirt?
No, that Grand G there, yeah, that Grand G there I'm showing here.
No,
now,
but it's
you know?
no. That green.
I mean, election finish, we can wear anything.
Yeah, don't come police all here tonight, Nelson.
So we
Please.
need our brother Josh Wheeler. Can you guys send the link to Josh? Yeah. Somebody please share the link with Josh Wheeler.
I'm pretty sure he can see it.
I will bring Maggie on. Maggie, thank you for joining us, Maggie. See what Sylvester can be doing in the background. You see? You know what the male drink.
Yeah, hello.
So that because last night now, the army confessed that what whole day you can get blood money.
No,
you have
listen.
30-minute conversation before
Sylvester, let me bring let me welcome.
Oh, just because army confessed yesterday, the man just
my man. No, listen.
Just stop that thing on here.
Let me
Let me
bring Ture on. Ture, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Sylvester,
I mean, Nancy, I wait my how to now.
Then I fish man how man.
Nancy, better stop.
Nancy, I want to. Nancy, is this your own protocol?
Wow. My man.
Or that school network protocol?
No.
That's your own protocol.
Listen, Ture. Listen, Ture. As part of the standard here, we don't wear face cap on set. You know? My man.
Well, no problem. I'm not gonna violate. That's fine.
Sherry, let me say Ture, I love that. How do you call it?
I was coming to my heart so that you don't want me. I took my heart. Oh.
Yeah. Thank you.
You were the result.
Mama, welcome. Look, wait. I want to get our brothers.
They have to cry in your hand. They have to cry in your hand.
I tell Ture to find me one.
Sylvester, are you eating on the show, Sylvester?
Mama, you told me you're coming. You told me you're coming. You didn't come.
I'm coming tomorrow. I'm coming Friday.
Okay. Raymond is here. Let me bring Raymond on. Yeah,
Nelson, you gotta put pressure. You gotta put pressure on so we can dance.
You sure? But let's get George Vasco here. Wait. No, listen. That song is copyrighted. You know. So when we start to play that song, we'll have some serious issues.
What's the other campaign song name?
Nothing happy for you to get on. We need your own. Yes,
you're on live.
But
who's she calling so?
I said, live and breathe. They're calling me to come on.
Who Maggie calling so?
Maggie, you ready? Did that on set? You calling Josh?
No, calling. I'm Maggie's best friend.
Maggie, Josh is in the chat room. Once the link is posted there, Josh will see it. Don't pressure Josh to come on tonight. Josh needs some time, to breathe in and breathe out. Like you supporting the cause, and anyway. But we have a long discussion.
Josh,
but
He not make it.
Raymond, welcome.
Josh can't love, but he make it.
He not make it.
He make it.
Pleasure to always be here.
especially when we have the opportunity to speak to our people and thank them for transformation that we look forward to.
I think we all need to mute. There's so like a background noise.
Yes. So let's mute. I mean, like TV on.
No, why are you always speaking on me, Nelson? I don't have any TV.
No. Okay. So no. Most times people use their TV.
See, everybody muted and it's going away. See, and I'm still unmuted.
Oh, okay. So I think it was someone else who had that feedback. But again, let me say thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. Well, people asking for Vasco. You know, Vasco will come. Josh will come. Everybody will come on tonight. Listen, this night, this is a very important night for all of us because regardless of whether you won or you didn't win, one important thing about this night is that something we started more than 3 months ago has been concluded. Yes, we've reached a very interesting point wherein we can now clearly see who are those that won in the advocacy, the messages they sent out, trying to convince the Liberian people, and who are those that fought very hard, but they didn't, just make it to the finish line, or they didn't make it in terms of getting the victory and all of that.
I don't know what I want. I see he get love, but he not make it. He not make. I can see the love. I can see the. Oh shit! He not make it. How left looking? You can see the love in him. He get love for Liberian people. Oh, shit! He just not make it. He trying to face things. Shit. Trying to fix things.
Taking hair, man.
Where you want sure? Shit, man. You couldn't get hair, man. Training too stupid, man. But you get hair.
Nancy go behind this. Nancy go behind this thing to laugh.
No. Coming backstage doesn't mean I want to laugh. Moba. Don't do that, Moba. James, stop playing that video. James, I got serious. Listen, now me playing that video. Ain't I see my hand up? See my hand? My hands are up.
Yeah, but I'm playing. Your hand up, but I'm playing.
The one with Senator Dillon and Zanzagawa.
Oh, you wanted one from Senator Dillon? And listen, a lot of people will join us tonight. We'll have a great show. A lot of people, there are some of the folks who started this journey with us, right? There are some who started with us from the very beginning. They got caught up. I mean, you keep requesting for this particular.
When you get a chance, play Eugene Falcon. That means supposed to campaign.
The things Zanzankawa doing. No. If our young person was doing it, Zanzankawa was going to scare them with cartel that nothing inside. They ain't get nothing inside. No power, no traditional power inside, nothing. Any traditional chief that gets smartphone and roller watch. Any traditional chief, as in the sense of soul and body and traditional chief, that got cell phone, that smartphone, will watch that.
Who has that?
Zanzankawa. That papa is smart and he just using Joey in his own. That man that I know traditional man, Zanzankawa.
Say they got to take it easily.
Hey, please, I'm speaking as senator. That man is greedy. He's unprincipled. He using these people in the name of traditional chief. He ain't get no power behind him. He have power behind him. Where America was gonna win. He can't even make a web win. He's just the number 2 grandmother candidate. He didn't want to make sure we are winning.
Then you get smartphone. He saying so, man. You on Facebook?
Nancy, are you playing all of the things that have been doing the campaign every process? Is that what you're doing?
Let me put my AC on, man.
But then everybody get clear.
Hello, Monete, you're on mute.
Can everyone? Can we all just mute? Can we all just mute? Someone is playing that video in the background, so we're getting the feedback.
Good. I will have good day.
No, good day. Good day is not. He's not in the studio here now. I don't see him.
But you see, I don't catch you, Jenna. Before you say all the mail playing out of video.
No. He was in at the time. The previous video played. He was in.
Hey God.
Now he left. Yeah.
Okay.
So well, yeah, 10 or 10. You can see all of that. I want us to kickstart the show now. We're gonna get a lot of folks coming in. But all of you saw the numbers that came out today from the National Elections Commission. And I know some people somewhere may be thinking, why are people celebrating? Why is the president conceding? Why are folks congratulating the president-elect when all the numbers are not in yet? All the numbers are not in yet. We didn't see all the numbers yet, but why are the people conceding and congratulating and all of that? Well, right now, what the National Elections Commission has left, as you know, there are 20 polling places in Grand Crew, and and then another one in Nima County, and so forth. But what the National Elections Commission released today was 99.5% of the result. What is left back is 0.42. Where the CDC stands now is at 49.11. So in a case where you get to that 49, the 49 point, Shirley, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
In the case where you take that 49.11, yes, thank you. You take the 49.11, and then you add the 0.42 to it, you will still be around 49.5. So it can read 50%. So the 99.58 that the National Elections Commission released today, with the 0.42 remaining, even you take all that 0.42, you say, okay, nobody in Grand Crew will vote for Ambassador Boakar, nobody in Nima County, that polling place, will vote for Ambassador Boakar. You get all that number to the CDC, it will still not reach even 49.6%. So that is the background. That is where a lot of people are coming from when you see folks celebrating today. And you saw some top officials of the CDC congratulating the president-elect, Ambassador Joseph Numa Boakai, and you equally saw President George Weah. You listen to the message. Maybe we should play that message again, but you listen to him in that speech he delivered.
The audio recording?
Yeah, the audio recording, whichever way you want to call it, is a message from the outgoing president to the president-elect. So let me hear your take on this, guys. Now we're gonna do 2 minutes each on this. We're gonna do 2 minutes each on this. We have a whole lot to go through. And listen, politics aside, I want to see my man Vasco and Josh on here tonight. This is a service call for Vasco and Josh. Yeah, my brother Josh and I spoke today. It was a very fine conversation and all of that. Yeah, but I want to see my man Josh on. So let's start with you, Morba.
Thank you.
Let's start with you, Morba.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you for a 40-minute.
Let's get your take on the entire process talk any kind of thing you want to.
No problem. First of all, I will start. Yeah, first of all, I will start with a recalling of our outgoing president.
Yeah.
Look, let me tell you, in every country, if you already accept defeat, right, and you know that you accept defeat, and you trying to come up with probably a message to the Liberian people, to your people, you know, you could see, you could even listen to his recalling. He even mean that he really want to leave power, and he was still discussing about discrimination. Can you imagine a president will come on, will pre-record himself and telling the Liberian people, seditions, reactions, why you didn't say Liberians, my fellow Liberians, I accept the result, congrats, and we move forward. But you come and you go and record yourself, telling the Liberian people that seditions, reactions will come by 2029, come by where? Because we, as long as we are alive, we will never let you taste power. We will fight you with the media. We will tell the Liberian people how back off you carry our country. We all know we've been here for the past 3 to 4 months. We saw a lot of
Moba, sorry to interrupt you. I want us to end up with the president the message,
speech?
right? The speech. But I want us to talk about the process, you know, where we are now,
okay.
the victory. What do you want to say to the Liberian people? You know, let's start from there. Let's kick start the conversation. Don't start so hard on the outgoing president.
Okay, no problem. Let me change my tone. All right. Well, the process actually, the Unity Party put a mechanism in place so they can put the election commission fit to fire. The reason they did that because the first round of the elections, we all saw what happened. The first round, it should have been over by now. Tana was discussing about. Tana we should have been celebrating a long time. But you know the reason why? Because there was no data house, there was no data room, there was no place where we could calculate our numbers and tell and convince the Liberian people and the election commission and the war at large that we won the elections. Based on that mistake we made in the past, we were able to revamp. And that's what I tell people about JMB leadership. JMB leadership, look, the Omega wisdoms. The man look at Amara Kone. He know internationally how that man is, you know, like he has made his name. He has been in the United States. He has worked with World Bank. He make his name in the international scene. So based on that, his integrity matter. And JMB saw him as a person of integrity. He said, you know what? I gave you this because I know what you can do. I know your ideas. I know what, like anything you say, any calculation you do over there, people will understand. People will respect you. So let me put you in this place. So what he did, he put everybody in a strategic era that when you go there, you play your role well. Do it, not for me, JMB, but do it for the Liberian people. And the people play that role well. Let me go to our brother from the other side, right? All that thinking was, it shocked them. I will tell you this. They never knew that high was coming. The only thinking they were doing is to rig the election. Because they fell with it themselves. Unity Party were not coming up with that strategy. Maybe the Unity Party are coming to that the first one, they don't go bring paper in a plastic, 1, 2, 3. No. That's how they were thinking, to tell you how immature this our government was. Because their thinking was, you know what? We'll rig the election based on dates. Because we know that end of the day, the people not get data house. The people not do anything. They only come with paper again. They will come with shit. But they're forgetting to know the strategy, the wisdoms, JMB, the wisdom that Omega, it will take Liberia forward. And he came with different strategy that changed the entire narrative. And today, we can see it. And based on that, today some of them, they are crying bitterly. Because end of the day, there's no evidence to show that, let me conclude by saying that our men from the other side, they go pull round football or they call it into two. They say JMB.
Which one you call round football?
My man, I call it round football. I will call it round football because I don't even want to call it real name. You know why? Because it was fake. It was fake. They just go put something together. They say JMB down. or in the 2 day they analyze. You won't be the CNN. Be very what I would say, be real. If you want to be reporting news from BBC, be real. Don't be biased. Don't be biased. About today, everybody giving a spoon or Stanton water spoon or credit because he stood up in the vanguard for the Liberian people. Other people stood up, but at the end of the day, they said they are sold to the devil. They go back to go worship the devil because they feel within themselves what they can get for themselves and their family. But Stanton Water don't care. He believed that Liberia will rise. That's the reason why he stood his ground. And today, he has been held the hero of our time. I submit.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a whole lot. Thanks a whole lot. Thanks a lot, Moba. Now let's hear from you, Amy. But just okay. Josh is in the background. We'll be bringing Josh on. Let's have Vasco to join us as well. Vasco, we hope you can join us. We'll bring you on as well. But let's hear from you, Amy. What's your take? What can you say to our folks? I mean, just anything you want to say in 2 minutes, man. Given where we are right now.
Hey, you guys. I just want to say to the Liberian people, we did it. Our hard work. It wasn't an easy road, but we did it. Okay? And I just want to celebrate right now. And I don't care how, even though our friend in the blue, our blue friend is trying to twist it, so go the other way, but God did not agree. That's the thing, and that's all I care about. We made it, and I just want to say thank God and thanks to the Liberian people. And I'll keep saying it. They are the ones with all the things that were put in place.
Can we mute?
Can you mute, please?
Moba, you can't be doing this to us, Moba. When you leave in your seat, at least just cut your webcam off. Go ahead.
The voting freeze.
So I'm not gonna take the credit from the higher up, but I think the Liberian people deserve the credit more because with all that were put into place, if the Liberian people had not stand up the way they did, if they had not stood up the way they did, I don't think we're gonna be here talking what we say, talking now. So
okay,
even though the higher ups are up there, everybody knows them, so they're healing them. But my heroes are the Liberian people, and I'm really proud of them. Nobody might know your name, my Esther, my Kebe, my Masa, my Kema, but you are a hero. You really did. You wanted your country to be free, and you did what you had to do to free your country, to help free your country as well. This is to show that everything is not left with the leadership. That everything we want for our leaders to get up and do it for us. No. Freedom, you have to stand up for your right. You have to take charge as people sometimes. It's not always the leaders. Certain times the leaders don't care about you. They will say what they want to say to make you feel this. As long as it's not in their favor, they will not do it for you. You have to stand up. In this election, you prove it. You want that change. And with all the intimidation, you stood up for that change. With all the that fear came out of you, you stood up and you did it. You went to the poll and you protected, you gathered your votes. You helped protect your votes. And today we are here saying congratulations to you. Thank you for listening to some of us. You don't know us. We are nobody. Well, I'm nobody. I'm no minister. I'm no minister daughter. I'm no minister nephew, niece, whatever. It was all about Liberia to me. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And now we need to pray for the new leadership. We shouldn't just leave it with them. We all seen what this country has gone the past 6 years. It's in the worst state ever. And it's not going to be a walk in PHP Park. It's going to take a lot of work. And it's going to take all of us, the same way it took all of us to do it, to get it out of where we went. But the most important thing, we got Judge, we are out of there. So it's the job is not done. We're just getting started, and we pray for the leadership, and we all will be here to do it together.
Okay, thank you. Amy, let's take a male, then we'll come back to the female. Mikey, can you mute?
Yeah, I thought I was going next. Okay.
Yeah, let's take a male, then we'll come back to the females. So let's take Francis. Francis, go ahead. We'll have to bring Josh on as well. So let's take a few males, then we rotate a bit, then we'll bring Josh on. Francis, let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. Happy Rescue Day. Happy Rescue Day. Thank you to our Liberian people, man. You guys came through. We've been sitting over here all this time. Don't even think about what we've been doing here. The hard work you guys did during the rain, the storm, you guys went out there. You know, they took the Liberian people for granted. You know, the love the Liberian people have for George Weah, all the years he played soccer, put Liberia on the map, you know, thinking that he was coming to do something. You know, Liberian people had love for him, but they abused the love the Liberian people have for them. You know, and it's sad to see some of our own people talking, even talking about, oh, we'll see what our government will do. This is not our government. This is the Liberian people government that's coming into play. The government that we had that's about to leave, it was for everybody too. But was it good? No. So that government we had is leaving now. This government is all of us government also coming in. So we should pray for this government to be successful. Because if Unity Party, if Barker is successful, not only the success doesn't rub off only on Unity Partisans. It doesn't rub off only on people that endorse him. It rub off on every Liberian. So we need to stop this. Oh, let's see what I will do. You see what happened? Sedition came in and messed things up. Did it only mess up for Unity Partisans? Some of you Seditionists are struggling. And I'm a testament because I know some of my own family people I've been seeing on YouTube, on Facebook, campaigning for George Weah. And I know some of my own friends that be asking for help and campaigning for George Weah. So the George Weah that was there, that's there and about to leave, everything he did not the bad and the good that he did for himself and the bad that he did for the country did not only impact Unity Partisans. It impacted everybody as a whole. So we all need to wrap around. I'm asking you, our fellow Seditionists, but I can't even ask the reactions because the reaction party are far gone. But the Seditionists, I'm asking y'all, come on board with us. I'm not saying leave your party, but while we have Joseph Parker coming in now, come on board with us. Let all of us be watchdogs. Let all of us be watchdogs. We got to hold that George Weah dug the Liberian people in. It's going to take all of us supporting our government to claim shoulder on shoulder to get out of it. So this is not going to be an easy ride for President-elect Parker to do. Then the next thing, Seditionists, sit down there and think. In their so-called war room, how you sit down for 2 days, somebody come and just telling you, I know Moab didn't want to call the name, call it soccer boy, but they can't bring power chart. They call piece of the power. That piece of the power they call, that what George Weah was giving to the Liberian people when they park in PHP and FE. Then the rest of the power, the 95%, that what here people talk. They can't not giving you no data, no tally sheet. And they just say, oh, I don't know where they got that number from on the Unity Party side. They're saying this, they're predicting this. But when you know when somebody is losing, when they start talking about, oh, only that number is official. That's why we have sat there for 2 days. So you please come on board. If Basil Parker is coming in, he will need all of our support. And we all need to be watchdog on him. Because I can tell my own man, y'all saw the pressure upon George Weah. Let me tell you something about Omar Mapapede. The pressure upon George Weah, that nothing compared to the one upon Basil Parker. Because we know he has integrity. But the people that he will appoint, we got to make sure we help him, hold them accountable. So that my own man in the Southeast, all of you can benefit from Basil Parker, okay? So you watch. We're not let our foot off the brake. We'll be on the back too.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. So we'll take Sylvester, then we'll bring Josh on, and then we'll take one female, then we'll go that way. Sylvester, go ahead, sir. Let's hear you. So guys, we're gonna rotate this thing. We're gonna rotate this thing because we want to have a lot of folks coming in. So, Francis, will you mind if we have you in the back in the meantime? Bring some.
Sure, you can put me in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll certainly have you coming back on. But Sylvester, go ahead, sir. Let's hear you.
Good evening, fellow panelists. Congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to the Liberian people. Congratulations. They say behind every successful man are successful women. Congratulations to all the women that were behind us. Congratulations to Josh Wheeler. Congratulations to Vasco. Congratulations to the Liberian people. You see, when right now most seditions are still in the state of like it's a deja vu, you know, maybe by tomorrow they'll start waking up to reality, and you know, and then I hope they learn from this that nobody is above the voice of the people, which is God. Okay, and nobody should be worshiping anybody regardless of your relationship to them. Okay, now the result of the election today just told me something that how can you call someone God sent, but then the people close the door to heaven?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
They call him heaven sent. They call Joey heaven sent, but he didn't make it to heaven. They close the door. Okay, instead of calling heaven sent, you call him all kind of name, but the heaven sent is the one that read it. And then coming back to his concession speech today.
No, we will come to that concession.
All right.
Yeah, but that's based on the results so far now, based on all of what we've seen. Can is it fair to say that Madam Deviata Brown Lasana did a very good job? Can you say that? Is it fair to say so, Sylvester?
Madam Deviata Brown Lasana did her job.
Nothing trying to advocate for a Jew on this.
Yeah, I know. She did her job. That's what she was hired for to do. Okay, she did her job. She was not doing anybody a favor. She was doing her job. And besides that, there was no way she could go contrary. Man, we live in a modern world, and I'm not back in the days where they used to count people for election. So, to my UP people. This very platform that we own today is most likely that some of us will not appear on this platform after 1 or 2 years when this platform start to hold the UP accountable. We'll blackmail this platform because some of us don't like the truth. We don't like to hold people accountable. I hope we should not be that. We should listen to the truth, listen to criticism, and take the truth in it. We want a better Liberia for everybody, not only UPs, but seditions too. I want George Wheeler to go to Liberia and feel like I can now come home because this place is more than Australia. He can leave his condo and go live in a luxury apartment that we can afford him the opportunity to get legitimately, you know? So that's what we like. Take your cold beer, brother. I submit.
Thanks a lot. How sure are you that George is drinking beer? George cannot be drinking beer on a day like this. No, we'll come to you guys. We'll come to you, Shirley. We'll come to you, Mikey. But Josh, are you drinking beer on a day like this? Let's hear from you, Josh. Let's hear from you, Josh.
Guys, thank you for having me. Look, I must be very honest. I didn't sleep the whole night. It is
He didn't make it.
It is. We're trying to fix things. We're trying to fix things, my man.
I know you're trying to fix it.
I understand, George. Don't worry. We in this together.
Go ahead, George.
We are in this together, George. We in this together.
And look, and look, I did not have any sleep. And one of the most horrible days I ever had, or nights, I could say. But look, when these things happen, you have to reflect. You have to sit down and reflect on what really happened. And look, I just want to thank everyone. One of the most annoying person on this show is Amy, but I want to commend her because she was incredible. All of you girls. Everyone, my man Mulba there with red whatever thing on your head, look guys, and I don't want to go to Ray and Sandy or Sylvester or my own brother Rima. I won't put my head behind the computer and grab Rima by here and bring it outside. But look, guys, it was a good fight. We all fought hard because we believe in what we believe in. And Sylvester, I want you to stop saying that. You say nobody should love somebody. Commitment, when we are committed to something, I am committed to something. I'm committed to death. I don't flatter. I don't flip-flop because I have a very good intention. So one of the things that I always do is that if I believe in something, regardless of whatever you say, once that's my belief, I will see it to the end, because before I get into something, I actually do a good study on it. So we are not worshiping anyone. We are committed to a cause and to a revolution, and that's what we thought we're doing. But look, something happened along the way, and sometimes some revolutions are aborted, and this is what happened.
What was the revolution aborted, Josh?
Yes, that's what I want to say. It was hijacked and it was aborted, and I will tell you why it was hijacked. Look, we can all say what we want to say, but I think George Weah's mistake was from the early stage, and nobody would tell you about he built houses that were throwing down, or he did this. But what happened? And this is a stark, a lesson to the incoming government. Be very sure who you put in your government, because they can destroy you within, and that's what happened. Our own people undermined the revolution within because they were unsatisfied. People did things behind the back, and some of them we know and some of them we don't know. But people were dissatisfied and they undermined the revolution and destroyed it prematurely. And look, I would not say that I want to name anyone, and I would never do that, but that's just something that I should tell people. But if you come to power and you say, I only want those to work with me, those who support me, it's another bad thing. But Liberian people, I think what we need to do is to look for the good in people that are around us. Because I don't support Stanton, and Stanton employ me, so I start to undermine him within. You know what I mean? Because I disagree with him, favoring and Nelson, because Nelson is smart. So I will not say because he favoring Nelson and he giving all the good assignment to Nelson, so I started to undermine because originally I wasn't for him. So the thing is that we Liberians will have to check ourselves. And let me tell you, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm very glad the president's speech did not mention that we should come together. I am not coming together with anyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit on the fence and watch. And anything that happens in this government that is coming from the 1st of February, I will be very critical. I'm coming to Monrovia. I'm going to set up a radio station, and I'm going to be there, and I'll make sure that every step of the way we will keep an eye on everything that happens in our country. Because these lies that destroy this government, like even on the spoon, what people say, similar to a biohorse, they place that they all knew this word I was publishing, all those things, they knew it was lie. They said George Weah bring push. And let me tell you, and what I say in the chat room, if I wake up on this 21st or the 29th of February, and there are still people, still Zoomies in Monrovia who are bought in Lepo, I will be very, very much critical. Because George Weah was bringing this thing, he's now gone. It shouldn't be in this country.
Thank you, Josh.
Look,
Yeah, but that's after.
In one more time,
But let's take a video. Let's take a video. Mikey, let's take Mikey. Mikey, go ahead. Let's see.
I'm super excited. Hi, everyone. My Liberian people, thank you. Thank you. You did it. You proved to the world that you mean business. First of all, I want to give the Almighty God thank you, because He did it. When God does something, you should say thank you, and He did it for us. It took us from pass us through the Red Sea, because what the Liberians were going through.
Nelson, the prophet is talking, so make sure you listen.
I hope the scripture she's going to put today is good. I hope that scripture.
I'm not putting no scripture.
Yeah, but that's yeah.
Oh man, that's
that noise is from her.
No, I cannot. Besides I'm on mute. Okay, let me mute it. Let me mute.
Okay, go ahead. But if you mute, I will hear you.
No, I mute so you can figure out where the noise was coming from.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you can go ahead, Maggie. You can go ahead.
You fine? Okay, so it's not from me. All right. I just want to say thank you to my Liberian people. You protected your votes. When I watched that first night, when an NEC worker took the whatever on my car, and you stood out there, I knew that my people were ready for something. I knew my people were ready for change. And I knew that a new day would come. So I'm super, super proud. My voice all gone. I've been singing, dancing today. I just said thank you. God, we said thank you. You did it for us.
But Shirley, what do you think of the Joanna again?
Why?
Sorry, some people need to be black.
Please don't do that, Sylvester. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
No, I'm not interrupting you.
And what I want to say to the incoming president, your people fought for you. They deserve a good government. They deserve a good health care. We preach about good governance. We talk about the bad about the President Weah government. Please, and I know you are men of faith. Before you appoint anyone, seek God. Seek God. Go to God. Put that person in and say, God, I'm about to appoint this person. Not because the person fought for me and they sing the loudest muya muya or they sing the loud and battle cry. No. Because those are the people that can bring us down. Go to God. And I know JMB would do that.
Thank you.
It's a man of faith and man of principle. I just want to say thank you to my Liberian people, and we should just celebrate and see what God got in store for us, for our country.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Maggie. So before coming to Shirley, let's take Cindy. Let's take Cindy. Jilayu, how do you call the name?
Let Maggie on mute.
Yeah. Maggie, can you mute?
I'm gonna need you to pay me for pronouncing that name.
That a remiss.
So I can go now?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
All right. Well, good evening to all of you. And yes, I want to say congratulations to the Liberian people. Congratulations to all of us here on set for the hard work, and the Liberian people for their bravery and their commitment for a better Liberia. Thank you. Even though you were intimidated, some of you were threatened, the process was difficult, yet you came out and voted President-elect, the Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai. So thank you so much for your bravery and for your passion and for your desire for a better Liberia. Look, there is not a blue state Liberia, and there is certainly not a green state Liberia. There is the Republic of Liberia. I'm borrowing that from Barack Hussein Obama. We have one Liberia to protect moving forward. So I don't want to hear anything about CDC or UP. I want to hear about Liberia. I want to hear ideas on how we can improve our country. Some of us came on here not because we like to be engaged in political activities. We came on here because we want a better Liberia. We came on here because we want better leadership for Liberia. We didn't come here because we hate Mr. Weah. We came here because we felt Mr. Weah was not doing the right thing for our people. And so now that we have elected President-elect Boakai, who we believe will be a better leader than Mr. Weah, we can now forge ahead as a nation with our expectations for a better Liberia and look in his direction with God guiding him and a good team around him for a better, prosperous Liberia. I also want to thank the election commissioners for their work. I know someone said here that they are doing their work, which is true. They're being paid to do their work. But I want to believe they did the right thing for the Liberian people. The process may not be fair, may not be smooth as we expected it to be, but they did the right thing for the Liberian people. I want to also thank Mr. Weah, President Weah, for giving a beautiful speech today. Some of us may not be happy, we may not like the contents in the speech, but let us remember, this guy got defeated with less than 5%. And for him to come out without the final statement coming from the Election Commission, I must commend him. After all, this is Africa we are talking about. And Liberia, our democracy is very new. Not a lot of African countries where you see leaders coming out and accepting defeat. Neighboring Ivory Coast, we know what happened there. So, Mr. President, thank you. Thank you for listening to the Liberian people. Thank you for listening to the international community. Thank you for holding the peace. The peace is what we need to build on for a better Liberia. So thank you for accepting defeat. And I look forward to a new Liberia under the leadership of President Joseph Yuma Boakai.
You still find it difficult to cope with the name, eh? With the name, the title, and everything, eh?
Yeah. We're still getting used to it. No, but you know, yeah, President-elect the Ambassador, His Excellency Joseph Yuma Boakai. That's a good name. It will sound good. But I want to say this. Honorable Boakai is known for clean hands. Honorable Boakai is known for corruption-free. That's what the people been saying. So for all of you that are coming into government under this administration, don't dare come into this government with an expectation to steal from the Liberian people. Don't dare come in here with an expectation to destroy this man's character. The same way we held Mr. Weah accountable, we will hold you accountable.
That's right.
President-elect, look all across Liberia. Look from north, south, east, and west, and in between. Choose the best minds. What up in the southeast, low far, wherever, find the best mind to serve you and to serve the Liberian people. I'm excited, and yeah, we look forward to a new Liberia. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Someone says he comes with the Charles Taylor what? Okay, but let's leave that for another
Charles Taylor vibe.
Okay, but Alfred, I want to say welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Some of the folks who will make appearance here once in a while, you know, some of them started. They say they want to come on as well. So we're going to rotate this thing. We're going to have as many people coming on. But let's take Shirley now. Shirley, go ahead. What can you say about this process?
Nelson, you can take me out. Let me go rest my body, yeah?
No, you're going to rest your body. Your USBS here.
Listen,
you know, George, they get to sleep, guys.
You said right here.
Okay, the man said you didn't sleep for how many nights?
The defeat was too much. So the man gotta go rest.
But even Zoga, Zoga had never slept. Same Monday.
You know.
Yeah. But Shirley, go ahead. Let's hear you. Then we'll shortly transition to the next talking.
Okay. Wait, Mother, please put your phone on mute. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Cindy.
All right.
Cindy, Maggie.
No,
Maggie, put your phone on mute too. Well, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. But I don't even know where to start. But I first of all want to tell God, thank you. To God be all the glory. Because first, we trusted him that he was going to bring freedom to our country. And so he did. So we gave him all the praise, we gave him all the glory. We thank him for a free election, an election that was free from, I mean, I know a lot of other things happened behind the back, but we can say that Liberian people exercise their right to vote. And some of them were afraid going into that, but it did not hold them back. And so they went in and then they voted for better education, good health care, and for their children's future. So I want to give God all the praise, all the glory, and I also want to give my heartfelt thanks to all Liberians. Like my sister Amy said, my Fanta, my Sarah, you know, the market woman, the young children, the students that stood up for their right, that say we are not focusing on today. We want to focus on our future. We want to make sure that you're not going to feed up for just 3 days, and after 3 days, nothing happened. We want to make sure that we are going to vote for our future for the next 6 years. And so they did it. The market woman did that. And so it is you, Liberians, that we are here because of you, to say thank you. Thank you for going out in the rain, in the sun, to vote. We appreciate you. We appreciate you taking your time to vote for better Liberia, because your vote was critical in bringing our president-elect to power today. And so I want to join my voices to everyone to say thank you. Your active participation in our democratic process has made a significant impact, not just for today, but for the next 6 years and for years to come, that we Liberian can sit and say, yes, we did it. And I know a lot of international people were looking up to Liberian, but we went out, and you guys went out there and you did your thing. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the rescue team. Those, like Amy said, we are nothing. And we only come here because we cared about Liberia. We live in here in the U.S. Our children are here, but we cared about our country. Our great parents, grandparents told us that Liberia used to be it. It used to be it. The first place where people would go and watch the most beautiful movie. The place where people from Ghana and Nigeria wanted to go. But now it is not like that. But I know by eyes of faith that we can get there. And it starts with us. It starts with us here as people who disagree to agree. We disagree. You heard our brother George. We will go at it in the chat room. We will come here. We will brush up, and we will go at it even here. But at the end of the day, we are Liberian. And I know that our president-elect, he is not a president for the Southeast or the Northeast or whatever you want to call it, the blue, the green. No, he is president for all Liberian. And so I look forward to all of us going back, because we have skill, talent. We came here and we educated ourselves. And so we have things that we can take back to Liberia. We can make an impact in Liberia. It is not the president that are going to make the change. It is not the people in the government that are going to make the change. We have our brother here who is an RN. We have our sister here who is an RN. We have people here that are real estate agent. We have people that are engineer, lawyer, doctors. And all of us can go back. We don't have to work in the government, but we can go back to Liberia and make a difference. And I see the midnight show coming up with different initiatives, coming up with different projects, different programs. And we are planning to go back to Liberia and make a difference. We don't have to work in the government, people. And to those of you that the president gonna trust and put you in power, just so you know, we'll be here almost every night again. It is not because of the election. We are here for the Liberian people. So we're gonna be here and we're gonna open our eyes and make sure that you are doing the right thing. If you think you're gonna go over there and do tabata, you lie. Because if you do tabata, we're gonna call you out.
Thank you.
But we are grateful, so grateful. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Shirley, for making a point. So we now take Toure. I think we left with Toure, Raymond, and Alfred. And then, yeah. So Toure, you can go on. Are you sleeping on us, Toure? Are you sleeping?
Nah. Man don't sleep. Man can never sleep.
No. In fact, George has not been sleeping. So men don't sleep.
I mean,
George,
I never had good sleep.
Yeah, Moba say he has not been sleeping. George, that war room. How sophisticated was that war room? Anyway, we'll come to that. You know,
a fake war room, fake one.
No. Okay, Toure, you're coming, but George, how sophisticated was that war room?
That George created that war room. That Josh, he told me personally, he said he didn't want to create that online here, man.
The boy drinking starch. The boy drinking starch in the war room.
Josh, you are muted. You are muted, Josh.
No, everything Moba says is not true. I did not create a war room. But look, man, look. And that's the thing.
Man posted in a group chat. Did he? Man
George, no. Wait. I have a hunch, right? I think George, when George traveled abroad, I think George was the engineer that actually went to build that war room.
Oh, guys, no, I did not build any war room. And let me tell you, look, there are certain things we cannot say. You know what I mean? But honestly, if you ask me, yeah, Megan to all. Honestly, if you ask me, I think this election loss came timely for us to be able to reset ourselves, because I think there was a lot of complacency. People were so complacent, they felt that everything was okay and they could just ride. You know what I mean? We know that George Weah is very popular. Just judging by the election results, he's still very popular. But I think the people that are behind him were so complacent. They felt that George Weah was invincible, that he could win any battle without any effort. So let me tell you, the war room that we're talking about was not as sophisticated as the one Amara Kone produced.
Maggie, that's something from you.
I must commend him, Amara Kone, for what he's done. I think it's a revolutionary, thing that he's done. I think that should be something that the election commission to look at, to see, because look, I saw the thing. They got an app on the phone, and that app, as soon as you take the picture, you get in the app, it's gone. That was it was top of the range, that technology. And look,
so then why you all calling it fake in the chat room?
I just got to know when the second result
so you knew all of this.
No, guess what?
Okay, I want to know. I'm very, I want to know. Yeah, so when did you find out all of this, my boy?
I found this out, I think, yesterday, before they could announce the last part of the results.
Okay, last minute at the time he found out.
Yeah. Look, and guess what? I think you guys should know me. I will say the truth. If I knew that, I did not question the authenticity of the information that were providing. I just felt that they were overcooking it. That's what I felt.
Yeah, because I heard you're calling it American fake.
We're gonna move to Toure. We're gonna move to Toure. Something is happening.
Yeah, but let's let the conversation flow.
Guys, I'm coming, guys. Something interesting is happening. Toure, you are next, and after Toure, we'll take Raymond. The guys, are today for the first time praising George in the comment section.
Tell all of them turn off fire then.
You see when I'm in the tunnel to fire you.
For the first time,
The fight is over. The fight is over.
Look, if you are brilliant, you are brilliant. If you are smart, regardless of where you are. But those who are not on the side will always think that you're stupid. And guess what? Even today, somebody, I was talking to one of the top officials in the UP coming administration, and he was saying, "You seditionists are stupid." You know what I mean? They still think people are stupid because you disagree. But look, that's what life is. Let's consider it and thank you.
Thank you. Ture, let's hear you. Let's hear your thought on this process. Was it convoluted? Were the numbers convoluted?
Well, it was convoluted from the other camp, right? And Nelson, thank you so very much for lending me that thought right there. Look, I started to believe. Look, there's the thing. I believe Amaracone from the get-go, right? Because with his international connection and how meticulous this guy is in terms of his reputation and what he has built over the years, and like putting into consideration what the United States State Department have actually flagged as to who be the person trying to incite, inflate, and try to undermine democracy in Liberia, and or trying to rig elections and all those propagandas. Amaracone was definitely not going to be the guy that will come and give convoluted numbers to put people in the street on false pretense. So based on that, I was sure, like my blanket, you know what I'm saying, that those numbers are real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we cannot in any way take that for granted. And I think Amaracone, like George said, set the stage for not only Liberia, but Africa, Africa at large. For a man who just, what mean, national coordinator of an election, and was able to stage a system that not only did it help Unity Party, but it also helped NEC, because it really took a lot of pressure off of NEC. You know what I mean? Because he consistently told the people that, look, if there's going to be any discrepancy between our numbers and NEC, it should not be a huge differential that could impact the result that we have. And that right there kind of put NEC in a very great situation. If you look at Julietta Brown Nelson, you are in a room. Right. She seemed very relieved. And you could see her smiling right now. She was smiling more. It's like some big elephant was taking off of her back or something like that. So but yeah, man, look, let me say this. I'm excited. But like Kobe Bryant, the great late Kobe Bryant once said, job is not finished. And he said that, after his Lakers were up against the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic in the 2009 NBA Finals. The Lakers are up 3-0, and you would think that with one game left for the Lakers to be, named the NBA, world champion, that Kobe Bryant will actually be relaxed. But when they asked Kobe Bryant, my man, why aren't you laughing? Why aren't you smiling? You up 3-0. Kobe Bryant was like, what to smile about? What to laugh about? Job's not finished. So, I mean, we are all excited that United Party obviously won, that we have a new president in GMB, but we also know exactly there is a long road ahead of us, right? That is going to take all of us to help the rescue mission to not only, become president, but to help the process. We are all professional, and we can all help in our little ways. But bulk of the tens go to the Liberian people. You know what I mean? We can never ever take that for granted. They were in this, and they saw that obviously they were subjected to so many suffering, and they decided to take law into their own hands, to put it in our Liberian way. They put law into their own hands. They say we're gonna, we're gonna change this. We're gonna change this condition. So bulk of the credit should be given to them. And I am proud to be a Liberian, to be quite honest. I mean, like,
so from what you've seen, so far, it makes you proud to be a Liberian.
Oh, I mean, Nelson, look, and I know you said we're gonna obviously get to the president concession speech, which of course was huge. That's another record set by President George Manuel. I don't care who want to say what. The guy conceded, and that's something that is unprecedented in Africa. I mean, in other African countries, you obviously see people in the street. You will see military people going all over the place. But the president, again, in as much we can obviously not try to exonerate him from everything that he did, in 6 years, but cannot in any way try to take that away from him. That was unprecedented, and the president should be applauded for that. So if I reach there, I'm not gonna expand more, because Nelson said we're going to talk about that concession speech. And but yeah, man, bravo to the Liberian people, and we all should be proud that our country have set yet another record. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. It's a good thing that you said the numbers were convoluted.
From the other end, though, from.
Well, let's hear from. Let's hear from Raymond. Raymond, go ahead.
Raymond, I really love your outfit. Hey, wow. Raymond. I really love Raymond's outfit.
The revolution.
What a glass. I mean, like you came to impress.
The men bluffing.
The revolution has begun.
The intention. So the
revolution has begun, and I want to salute all Liberians who stood up to this tyrannic regime and oust them from power. It wasn't easy. We'll order the intimidation. We'll order the government resources that we use to silence the voices of the people, intimidate people, scare people from the ballot. Yet the Liberian people stood up. First, to God be the glory. Because without his might, without his guidance, without his leading, we wouldn't have come here. And the revolution has begun, but it's going to be a tough road. Because the CDC have caused so much damage that we cannot estimate. There are even plans to damage transformers so that Liberian people feel the heat before the Joseph Yima Boaka even sits in power. They have squandered all of the money in the government coffers. It's going to be a hard journey. Liberians buggered up. But in the end, our country is going to be prosperous. So I want to use this time and say thank you for your stand. And to all Liberians in the diaspora and home who made this a success, with your moral support, calling family members on the phone, even though you could not be there. To those who got up in the sun and the rain, stood up in rallies, and stood up in the long queue and cast your ballot. This government and the NEC did not do a good job. They intended to rig this election from you. But because your number was so high, in spite of all that they are vote rigging, it did not help them. I can't thank NEC in any way. David Etta Brown, Lasana didn't do a good job. She didn't even want to release the FFR so that other political parties could have a transparent process. She did everything, checking up people even at press conferences, giving up all attitude and behavior, disrespecting Liberians who were asking her questions about their country and their electioneering process. The president stood up today and mocked the Liberian people and being so divisive with his messaging. But this is the time that we urge Joseph Yima Boaka to ensure that the economic and war crime code to bring closure to all Liberians who suffer a lot, and to hold this government accountable for all of their massive corruption and the behavior that affected lives in our country. Ordinary people who lost their lives, auditors who were in the line of duty working to serve their country had to die because they stood up for truth. It's not time to allow people to go with impunity. But all Liberians, whether you're Sidisha or not, Liberia is our home. It's time for us to ensure that the country works for all of us. When the economy improves, when you go to buy in the market, nobody's going to ask you who did you vote for. Everybody's going to have pay the same price. When the schools are good, when you go to school, everybody's going to get quality education. When the hospitals are good, when you go to the hospital, you're going to be treated because you are a Liberian or you're a resident of Liberia. It's the time that we all buckled up and work to rebuild Liberia. All of us with one love for country. And I believe that some people supported George Manneh Weah because of the love and the connection to him. Example, my family. I want to thank everyone in my family, including my little sister, who even donated $1,000 during the rally. I want to thank my mothers who asked for money, who are all in the Lofa campaigning for Joseph Yuma Boakai. But I had one troublesome cousin like Josh. Every opportunity he had, he would talk about George Weah because he was a passionate supporter of George Weah. But we all Liberians, and Liberia is our home. It's time for us to work for the prosperous Liberia we deserve. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Raymond. That was well laid out. Thanks a lot for your point. I get one comment here. Josh, who's commenting here? Whose comment is this?
Hey, look at that CEO. That CEO Facebook page, official Facebook page.
CEO there.
CEO
They may say he won't come to give you hard time tonight because initially he planned to come home, but he said, no, let me leave George.
No, that's your rest.
Let me rest my body. You know how many calls I've been getting?
Who's sorry for you? I see you sorry for the rest, not you. The beating will get, I ain't hurting your body.
CEO is the most hardworking young man I've ever seen, bro. I mean,
my man, I can be thinking, where sleeping and getting energy from
11 a.m. to 9:45 p.m., bro. That's world record, bro.
My man, I'm millionaire for nothing. The man get energy.
Let's hear you.
That's more energy.
Let's hear you.
Well, someone please tell me why is Alfred in the dark tonight?
Yeah, Alfred, your internet, that Miami internet using tonight.
Every day.
I want to play.
We'll play the light bill for you.
Listen, I do the African can't wait every day. Either his internet sticking or behind his background dark.
Man, you're sorry, and I'm home.
Oh, you know, so, wait. Where are you? Where are you at this time of the night?
The mentor is girlfriend.
I mean, I'm married man.
Look like work.
You see, I'm married man. You see, let me be
here. Look like work. Where are you?
I'm sitting right
anyway, leave the guy. We on TV. We have over 1,000 people watching us now. You don't want to put Afra in a
situation.
Hey, but Afra started now. He said he's
Afra, go ahead.
Well, you're sorry for the light. I don't know what's going on here tonight. But you're sorry for the view. I hope I can make that better next time. But once again, Nelson Kole, I first of all want to say thank you for allowing us through your boss, Stanton A. Waterspoon, to be here to contribute to the forward march of our country. Second, I want to tell the Liberian people thank you for listening to us. We who on the late night politics, I can tell you for sure, Nelson, I received a lot of calls. In fact, today when the announcement was made, my phone was bustling with people I don't even know calling me, and I will have to ask, who's this? And you can be on a late night show. Thank you. And you know, and people were just happy. And
so they imagine the number of calls that George received as
an opposition.
So go ahead.
Yeah, but on a serious note, that's a true George was saying, because my phone was bustling, to be honest. But on the overall, really, right now, we don't want to be in campaign mood. For me, I don't want to be in campaign mood tonight. So all the criticism will be laid to rest, because right now, after campaign, the serious work begins. The issue of governance. Governance is no child's play. You need all hands on deck to be able to implement those projects and policies that you want for your people. So for me tonight, I just want to say congratulations to our president and vice president-elect, Mr. Joseph Yuma Boakai Sr. and Jeremiah Kwan-Kun. I also want to congratulate our president, President Weah. We have been very critical of the president. We want to congratulate him for conceding defeat. It has set a precedent in our presidency that other presidents that will come, they will know that election is a competition of ideas, and that the outcome is that one person must win and one person must lose, and go back again and wait for another 6 years and recalibrate and put all the pieces together and come back again for another competition. So I want to congratulate the president for conceding defeat today, and also making sure that all the guard against us were in their place, and we didn't have any event of clashes between supporters of the CDC and the Unity Party alliance. We want to say thank you to the president, even though we might criticize his speech, but the message that we wanted was that he should concede. Whether he recorded it, whether the recording not good, whether he called it the supporter we are sharing sedition, that part of the message does not concern me. What concerned me most was that he was able to concede, and our country is intact, and we are moving forward. So thank you so much, Nelson.
Okay. Thanks a whole lot. Alfred.
Have not heard the angels sing, a new king's born today. A man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Hey, my Christmas on yo, my Christmas on your ya, my Christmas on your ya, my Christmas on your ya. Hey, my Christmas can't tell your Christmas, my Christmas on you too. Yeah, Merry Christmas and God bless your Liberian people. Yeah, enjoy your Christmas.
The president.
Listen, I'll have a serious problem with James. Why James keep playing video in this? No, James.
Let me lie on James' name.
James. No, but I mean, I was doing something else, and before I knew it, this thing just came on.
Yes, you already want to finish talking my team before you can bring out a picture.
Somebody said replay, and then comment like say.
James, please don't play that video, James. Please don't play that video.
Have not heard the angels sing, a new king's born today. A man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. Hey, my Christmas on yo, my Christmas on your ya, my Christmas on your ya, my Christmas on your ya. Hey, my Christmas can't tell your Christmas, my Christmas on you too. Yeah, Merry Christmas and God bless your Liberian people. Yeah, enjoy your Christmas.
This guy got a lot of talents, man. Can you imagine the guy playing piano?
I'm going to go by his studio now. Correct.
Man, he's playing piano. Can you imagine?
You have all the time on his hands.
This guy got talent, man.
So let me say this. Let me say this.
But they can play piano. But look at what the man play. He play equal. Oh God.
He's not playing the piano.
Mr. One thing we cannot take away from President Weah is he has a talent, but also his ability to connect with the common people in this way. Some of them may not like it, but these are, some people draw to him
because we are too salty.
People draw to him with this kind of thing. I mean, this is not what you expect for president or typical president, traditional president.
No, we actually would draw to him for this kind of nonsense.
No, some people,
no serious-minded person would want that president to be doing this.
I tend to agree with Sandy at to a certain level.
I mean, you don't want a president that get on their face to all day.
Look, at the end of the day, we can all agree that if the president has some patriotic, people around him, then obviously it would have been a total different situation, because we all knew that the president was going to have some challenges in terms of, being leading because he came with absolutely no political experience. And it just
but was this one of the reasons why could this be one of the reasons why the president was defeated because he was making music? You think so?
But Nelson,
I
right?
disagree. I
Nelson,
disagree.
Can I come in a few seconds, right? I don't know
Okay.
how Liberians derive the narrative that those around the president were the ones deceiving him. Do you guys really know George Weah? Have you ever sat in a meeting with George Weah? How you guys derive this narrative? I sat in meetings with George.
Blame people for growing up like that.
George Weah is the ego. Nobody overtalk George Weah. If you disagree with George Weah, you're out of the room. If you don't bow to George Weah, you're not his supporter. You're not with him.
Dr. Remy Gray made that reference. You're right.
You don't know how guys like Samuel Tua are afraid to disagree with George Weah. You don't even know how guys like Eugene Nangwe are afraid to disagree with George Weah. You guys don't know. I sat in meetings with those guys. I went to China with those guys. We went to negotiate for the roundabout.
But Raymond, do you really think that this whole thing about music was one of the reasons why the president was defeated?
Look, our country
the president released several tracks, several
has a serious problem where the economy was crumbling, where terrible things were happening. People were going to bed hungry. Nobody appreciates the president making those kind of ugly songs, and one record can't even sell. I mean,
people are dancing to the songs, Raymond. People are dancing to the songs.
Nelson, it's not the song. It's the time. It's in a time that it
But Nelson,
Christmas time.
Yeah, we are going to close on that. We're about to close on
Christmas
that.
time, Nelson, when Liberians, when civil servants were not paid, when Liberians didn't have meal at their homes, they didn't care about like my Christmas on your yacht, my Christmas on your yacht, my Christmas on what?
No, beautiful parts of the song. Aside from the Christmas on your yard, they got some beautiful things in that song as well too. Maybe
one of the words, I didn't even know the song he was trying to sing. Who musician can play organ to a note and don't even know the song he playing? Not bullying the president. I mean, George not doing the president any service. The man don't even know the song he's playing. How can he play the notes?
Nelson.
I mean, I know music.
George. Let's see. We're about to go to the president's.
Look, Raymond is a hardliner. You know, Raymond is the sort of guy. I know probably this guy was scoring 100 in school. He never had any time to play. He was just so serious that everything he did was just that serious. Look, sometimes you gotta lighten up. The president connects with the common people with these things he does. And look, you can say people are not eating at their homes. Look, but guess what? You won with less than 5%. That tells you that.
You think that was genuine?
That's a rigged number.
And you think that was a real vote? Really, George?
You want to discredit what?
Guys, let's celebrate. We have a president elect. Let's celebrate that.
You want to say it's wrong as well?
You want to discredit your vote. That's what I want to discredit.
You want to discredit.
Let's do this one at a time. Cindy,
you want to discredit that?
You let's hear Cindy. Let's do this one at a time, guys. Let's hear Cindy.
Guys are so bitter, and it's so telling. And you know what? We're not going to bear a good Liberia with this sort of attitude where you already got a new president and you still want to go and dig at this guy who is on his way out instead of looking forward to see what you can do to bring people together.
You're very digging anything.
Let's hear from Cindy now, guys. We're all talking at the same time. Let's do this. Yeah, this is.
Anybody told him I want to tell your meaning. So look, I love when folks have talents and they can exhibit the talents. I'm a singer. I love to sing. I sing everywhere, anywhere. I sing in my office. My employees love that. But I agree, when you become so insensitive to the people, that's where it becomes an issue. The country was going through a lot. People were suffering. Christmas were not coming right. Papa could not come with Christmas clothes. Children were not having Christmas food on their table. You know, people were dying, unexplained death. The economy was bad. And the president made this kind of music. Some people got offended. Yeah. That's where the offense comes from. So you cannot be insensitive. You can be talented, but make sure you're doing the work. Make sure you are doing the people work. And then when you showcase your talent, when the people are happy, then the people, it kind of correlates. Then the people like your talent, they appreciate your talent. But you cannot make music in the face of the people talking about my Christmas on you when you cannot even pay the people on time, right? So
for you, Cindy, you agree that this is one of the reasons that led to the defeat.
I think so. If we can put this
It
on.
contributed somewhat. It contributed
Yeah,
somewhat.
You part of your towel. You're not giving me a chance to talk again. So
I beg you.
yeah, the reason why you talk. So look, we can say it both ways. Some people like it. Some people like it. I like the fact the president is talented. I like his talents. I'm not going to take that away from him.
But it's timeless. That's the part.
I'll mute you. But you know, some people get offended because of the, how insensitive they felt, given the fact of that. I mean, how the country has been struggling under his leadership. But I like his talent. I, for one, like the fact that
Thank you, George. I see your hand up, but let's hear from Amy and Shirley, and then we'll take
my hand was up before George.
Yeah.
So George, nobody's trying to stay in the past and not move on. You said something, and that's what we were responding to, and that is the fact. We all know there was some breaking that went on. Don't act like all that vote that we got was organic, especially in the Southeast. We all know that. So for you to come in and say he's still talented, look, it was one of less than 5%, less than 5%. We know what we want. That's why we're not making noise about it. As long as I won, you can keep it. But if it was going to be something that changed the game, you bet we were going to show all the proofs and stuff that we had that he rigged those votes and stuff is bad with it. And like Cindy said, it's not about nobody wants somebody to all do his birthday. To say he danced, and we say, "Oh, he's dancing Buga on his birthday," that's a bad thing. No, he's a human being. He's allowed to be happy to dance something. But you don't even care about the country. You don't even care what the people are going through. It's just you, only you who's enjoying going Buga and something you want for somebody to say, "Oh yeah, he's talented." If you wanted to do all of those things, the president said it's not for you. You have to take care of your people first. Let your people be happy, then you be happy. That should make your people being happy, should make you happy, but not put their feelings on your feet. Don't care how they're going to sleep, Christmas for their children, school fees, none of that. And you standing up and having fun and dancing and going to studio. They don't have money. They don't have drugs. They don't have this in our schools and hospital. But you got studio time. You got the money to go to the studio and go something. That's what makes it look bad. It's not because he's doing it or whatever.
Thank you, Shirley.
Yeah, I think I'm just bothered with the fact that Josh would say he uses the music to kind of relate to the common people. I disagree with that statement so strongly because I don't think he used that to relate to the common people. I think he used that to downgrade and disrespect the common people. Because come on now, you're using music, it's like you're making fun of the people.
No, but he was singing, Shirley. Yeah, I mean, maybe you didn't get this thing. No, Shirley, wait, let me interrupt you a bit.
Have not heard the angels sing, a new king's born today. A man will live forevermore because of Christmas Day. My Christmas on your yard, my Christmas on your yard, my Christmas on your yard, my Christmas can't say your Christmas, my Christmas on you too. Yeah, Merry Christmas and God bless you all people. Yeah, enjoy your Christmas.
God bless your Liberian people.
And we call that
mockery there. And
listen,
mockery.
There are two aspects of this thing.
Guys, I don't know why. I don't know.
And we call that talent.
But because he said, God bless your Liberian people after making fun of the Liberian people, telling them that basically, listen, you don't have nothing. I don't care. I'm standing here with my beautiful tree and I'm making
George,
fun
you're
of
not winning women internet. Forget about that.
And take your Christmas from me, knowing that you don't even have cup of rice to feed your family. Oh, my Christmas on you too. My Christmas on you too. Come and take your Christmas from me. That's making fun of our people. Period.
So okay, thank you.
Okay.
Ture, we are about to go to the president's speech now. I will play it shortly. But Ture, do you really think that President George Weah was defeated because of this whole music thing. You listen to one of the
I don't think so.
the songs, one of those beautiful masterpieces from the president.
You must not know music.
I know
I
music.
can
Thank
give you a laundry list
So
of
call that
things.
masterpiece.
I can give you a laundry list of things that contributed to the president's dismissal.
But let's look at the music aspect. If
But
the music thing here, it contributed on that.
the music at first, I love the music, especially when you know
Which
that
one you love? Which are the track you love in the
Nelson, you're an instigator too, my man. Nelson.
Lion Man, Mr. Lion Man, my favorite.
Lion Man was good, right? I even jammed to that Mr. Lion Man one.
Like
right?
in my own country, you try to pull me
Bring
down.
me down.
Hunt me down.
Mr. Lion Man.
Mr. Lion Man.
That pastor singing there.
You know.
Result.
George, you see how
I don't hear anything about Jesus in that song.
Jamaica result. What a go, man.
I'm begging you, let's go to the president's speech. We the music today. We live in the own music fucking prayer. We're going to the president's
So,
speech.
but Nelson, let me just say something quickly. One of the things I did not like the president to do was this singing thing. And I made it known to him. I did not like him singing.
On the show, you're coming.
And I made it known to the authority and to him that music was not something that he should be doing when he was, supposed to be doing some other things, right? Especially going to studio. For this one that he sang for me, it's not an issue. It was at home. He played piano. He sang. Somebody recorded him. That's something else. You know what I mean? But look, I think there's so many things that contributed to this loss, but not I think was about the music. No, I don't think so. I
Nelson,
think
you need to look for Mr. Lion Man, bro.
and people saying, Shelley saying, something really annoying me. What Shelley just said, that people are hungry. Do you know how many Christmas we went without clothes on our backs in Liberia?
And how does that make it right?
It does not make it right, but you cannot say everybody in the country will have to be happy before the president can be happy.
No, I did
Everybody will not be happy. Even in America, you said that there are people sleeping in the streets who don't have houses. People begging for money.
Like when you do that, George. I don't like when you make the comparison.
I said that.
Come on,
he
guys.
makes fun of our people.
No,
in
that's
their
not fun.
music.
If he's happy,
That's
that does not
not.
mean that he's making fun out of anyone. Are you
Oh
not trying
yes,
to put it in a way?
oh yes,
No,
he
it's
did, George. And it's easier to say because it's not you, but he
Okay.
did. He did for the
So someone just coming in. Someone just coming in is asking as to whether George considered on the
Yes,
show.
he did.
George did just that. George did just that.
Look, gentlemen, can I come in 1 minute?
You want coming on the music?
Let me
before
come
we
in.
go?
I ain't told you.
Yeah, because we are about to play the president's speech now, so
Alfred,
we
let me
give
talk,
you a
man,
question,
talk,
then
man.
we
Okay,
go to
let me
the
talk,
line.
my man.
Let me be talking.
Let me
So
talk.
let's not go
Alfred,
ahead.
they were talking general.
I mean, Alfred, let me talk. One talk, my boy will ask me a question. Okay?
I get report to me on that man. The man got to talk. I get report to me.
The thing about it is,
Go ahead.
George, you got your wife and children at home.
She's right here.
Okay?
So don't talk
Yeah.
too loud. Yeah, you.
Okay.
The man were right there. The man already told you.
So the thing about it is, when your kids and your wife are not happy, maybe you're not playing the function of a husband, things are not well, you're not bringing the provision, you're not whatever it is. And then Christmas Day, then you can't sing Christmas carol that you even know the chorus or you don't even know the warning. Then you feel it
My man, let's go to our next topic. Leaders of Vessel, man.
And now I see the Liberian people. We're playing our Christmas. We're in Christmas carol in here.
You started making finger to the apple. Yeah, man.
Listen to people. Thank you so much.
Imagine them, George.
Let me just put this
Imagine. No, listen. This I like this edition of the show because not too. That's too far, but go ahead. Let's
Let me tell you, Nelson can push a fire. I just said
no.
Yeah, let's say this.
No.
Nelson.
Let's go to the speech now.
One of my famous quotes from Nelson Mandela is that he said this. He said, any leader who is not consistent, any leader that is not consistent in his dealings, that man is not capable of being a leader. If you look at President Weah was not consistent in his messaging to the Liberian people until in 6 years, nobody knew what the president was doing. Nobody knew what the president was doing. The president does not speak to the nation on critical national issue where you expect the leader to show up.
So what about the music being here, Alfred? You think
the president never show up. Then the president in the studio, you are connecting it to the music now. We're talking about critical national issue in the country. The president will not show up, but the president have time to go to the studio and bring music to the people. That was a complete mockery. So when I listen to my sister Sherry saying that the man deliberately play mockery out of the people in Israel connection, it does not hold. For me, I don't buy into that because I think what the president was doing was a complete disservice to his people by bringing music as if to say he does not know what's happening to the people. And I said, my Christmas on your toe, my Christmas on your. When the people have been harmonized, the people salary has been harmonized. So if let's talk about that problem.
Let's listen to the president.
I think the president was not a problem, but I just feel like the timing was just wrong.
So let me just make a few remarks, right? The
president, Obama playing basketball all around the place, man. I mean,
on his break,
American was still hungry.
So if the president
on his break,
on his break.
Where was Joe break? When was Joe break?
The time when Qatar.
All the time he can be flying out.
Let's go for this.
Let's go for this. Excuse me.
My fellow Liberians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you tonight with the utmost respect for the democratic process that has defined our nation. As your president and the leader of the Coalition for Democratic Change, I want to address you on the outcome of the runoff elections held on November 14, 2023. The results announced tonight, though not final, indicate that Ambassador Joseph Nima-Bouaka is in a league that we cannot surpass. A few moments ago, I spoke with President-elect Joseph Nima-Bouaka to congratulate him on his victory. Tonight, as we acknowledge the result, let us also recognize that the true winners of these elections are the people of Liberia. Through your peaceful and orderly exercise of your constitutional right to vote, you have once again demonstrated your commitment to the democratic principles that bind us together as a nation. Under my leadership, these elections were organized with a promise to the Liberian people, a promise of fairness, peace, inclusion, transparency, and credibility. I am proud to say that we have fulfilled that promise. The Liberian people have spoken and we have heard their voice. However, the closeness of the result revealed a deep division within our country. As we transition to the new administration, we must be vigilant to the dangers of division and work together to find common ground. Now, more than ever, unity is paramount for the law of normal Liberia. To the members of the Martyr Coalition for Democratic Change, fellow partisans, seditions, reactions, or auxiliaries, first-time voters, campaign managers, and party leaders, I understand that this is not the outcome we desire. Although we did not emerge victorious, your hard work and support have been the backbone of our campaign. And for that, I am deeply grateful. I urge you to follow my example and accept the result of the elections. Go home tonight with the knowledge that our ideas and vision for Liberia remain strong. We are a young movement and our time will come again. Tomorrow, resume your daily activities in a normal way and come and join me at our party headquarters to reflect on our journey and plan for our return to political leadership in 2029. My fellow Liberians, ladies and gentlemen, tonight the CDC have lost the election, but Liberia has won. This is the time for graciousness in defeat. The time to place our country above party and patriotism above personal interests. I remain your president until the handover of power, and I will continue to work for the good of Liberia. Let us heal the division caused by the campaign and come together as one nation and one united people. May God bless Liberia, and may we continue to strive for a better future together. Thank you. May God bless you all.
Bagu, you strong.
That was a great speech. But I think I got a little problem with
speech.
it.
The speech that made the speech that made Amy to wear her glasses. The speech that made
Nelson, can I come in, please?
Look, everyone is going to come in. Everyone will take their.
Let's start from the bottom of this song.
No.
Everyone will pick up. Everyone will pick up. Everyone said that. Guys, let's do this, man.
We started from the top.
My first time to see
guys, mute. Yeah, please mute.
Co-host
the co-host won't be the first always. Leader, you can't wear yourself.
Let Amy be the first and go down. He be the last.
Okay, so let's do this. We have a lot of folks who will be bringing on. We'll be bringing a lot of folks on, but I want everyone here to take. Yeah, guys, let's do this. Yeah, I see Maggie. Maggie is in the back. We'll bring Maggie on, but the studio is full now. We have 10 persons on set.
So what's the question?
Okay, I should remove you and bring Maggie, Sylvester. You
no, that's Sylvester make a point. Then you take it, bring Maggie, it'll be better.
You are muted, Sylvester. You are muted, Sylvester.
Let me talk, then you move me.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. No, I want for you to talk. I want for your point to remain there. Then I bring Maggie. You agree?
We're asking for Vasco.
Vasco, I will not sleep tonight because I'll be fair. Because I want to talk it.
But let's do this. All of you listen to the speech, the president's message. Very important message today. There are different points, different segments of that message, different things that the president was saying at particular points in that particular message. Well, I want you to pick up your own piece and run with it. For 2 minutes, what did you capture from the president's speech? Your own analysis. Okay, let's make it 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Because I want some of you, like Sylvester said, he said the thing that in your heart when you're not talking to them, you're not sleep. So I want us to let it out. I want you guys to speak out your minds on this, and then we can get going. So Sylvester, let's start with you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hopefully George doesn't have a pistol because. Okay. The speech is good to concede when you notice that you have been defeated. But I would prefer him come live to the Liberian people and talk to them so they can see him, but you can't do it as business as usual, just record a message and then play on the air and people listen to it, what have you. Okay. And then the next thing is you coming in there, I think that's my opinion. Okay. I'm entitled to it. I think he was only addressing seditions and reactions. Because
you think so? In that entire speech you listened to, you think he was just addressing seditions and reactions?
The seditions and reactions. That's my opinion. Then from there, he tried to take credit for democracy. this election, it was something like I paid for it. You know, I sponsor it. You know, that's my interpretation. I pay for it, I sponsor it, and all of that. Dude, it was meant to be. Election day is election day. Nobody can change it. And then he went on to say that 2029, I will be coming back. Will be coming back, and this, that. Not even acknowledging to the Liberian people that, you know, I made some mistakes, you know, and I want to surrender, you know, whatever it is. But, you know, 2029, I'm coming back again to do more than what I did. Like they say, mumu. We're not mumu. Okay? 2029, you're not even on the ballot. CDC, let's pray that CDC be living marathon. You know, then at least. But 2029, I'm going to show you, CDC will be there like ANC. They will be struggling. Like, so that whole speech there, I gave him credit for conceding. Okay? I gave him applause. So if I were to grade that whole speech, I would give him 49.5.
Okay.
What's the
Thank
reason?
you.
Oh, okay. You want anyway,
Okay, so you can move me and nobody else. I gave him a space for Maggie. I was giving it to nobody.
Yeah, we're removing you, so we'll bring in Maggie, and then there will be a free space for one more person to join us.
Yeah, or Maggie, or because we finished tracking D behind the scene.
Then Alfred thought, then you take Alfred.
Giving me 50 bucks for that space, also.
Oh, she gave me 50 bucks for the space?
Yeah.
At the same corruption
So
we
you
talking
are
about.
a commercial? No. The corruption thing, you gotta be careful with it.
I think you need to
George,
mute mobile. You need to
George,
mute
is the corruption?
man. Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, put mobile in the back,
interrupting
man.
too
Put that
much.
mobile man in the back.
Corruption is well
That
aligned.
mobile be in the back. That mobile be in the back. Popular vote.
But
So
on
mobile
a
in the
serious
back.
note, we don't take this show professionally, and that's a
Yeah,
no.
I mean,
Really is a no.
guys, please speak when you are recognized. You know, let's stop the interruptions and all of that. You know, go ahead, Alfred. Maggie, welcome back.
Let me acknowledge that we are building a platform of professional people. We can do our things in the chat room, but when we come out here, the Liberian people are watching us. The world is watching us. Let us put some seriousness in the conversation and remain professional, rather than talking across the board. Now, let's talk about the president's speech. Maggie, your phone too bad, man. It's disturbing me. Thank you. Sorry for my voice tonight. I'm under the weather. There are a few things that I pick up from the president's speech that I want to talk about. Number one, I want to commend the president for conceding. It is rare in our African setting for an incumbent president to just concede, defeat. You know, so I want to commend him for that. However, I thought that the president would have come on live for the first time in 6 years to acknowledge the will of the Liberian people. To say, my people, you thank you for the privilege you gave me for 6 years. My people, you thank you, even though I may have made some mistake in the process, but you forgive me. That was my intention.
You really think so? You really think, Alfred? You really think President Weah should have done that?
I think President Weah should have come on live because the president is a human being. No leader is perfect. There are some mistakes that were made along the way, and my brother Georgia can acknowledge that. There was a lot of mistakes that were made along the way. I think the president should have acknowledged that to let the Liberian people know that your will in this election, I have acknowledged it, but I also want to tell you that I made some mistakes, but I want you to forgive me. Okay? Thirdly, what the president did not do, and that he acknowledged that this election that we have just had divided the country into two. Our country right now is deeply divided with north, central, west, with central, south, eastern. This is how the division is like now. To acknowledge that and then turn around and say, I pay for election. Let me pick the word from my boss investor to say, I don't want to pay for the election when the election was sponsored constitutionally by the Liberian people tax money. Then I have money for you to tell us, say, oh, I don't want to run the election. I don't want to pay for the election for you to be the way it is. No, That was the Liberian people money. So the president still has some lapses, to be calling his base, to only be talking to a base. We are sharing sedition, on compatriots, who will come to the party headquarters tomorrow. You are speaking to the Liberian people. We are sharing our Liberian people. The Seditians are Liberian people. Your compatriots in the CDC are Liberians. So when you're talking about division, that the new president are coming should be vigilant about the deep divide that we have. But at the same time, you're increasing the division also. So I think the president did not do well in his speech. But then if you are asking me to grade the president's speech, I think the president scored 0 in my mind, because there is only one thing that he passed in by conceding. So that's the only thing the president was able to do, for the Liberian people to keep the peace. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. There's a video there's an audio I just received. I will be playing that as well. I'll play a portion of that audio. When the results started to pull in, there's some audios that coming in. But let's hear from you, Josh. What do you think? What's your takeaway from the president's message today? What do you think was missing or is missing from the message? Let's hear your analysis on that. 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Look, I think the president's speech was very timely. There was a lot of uncertainty. There was some group that was planning to go in the streets, and other group planning to go to jubilate, the jubilation that's going to happen. And, who have brought a lot of problems. And that's why when I say this president, George Weah, is a man of peace, people sometimes play that down because of political reasons. But this man was very, very much, magnanimous in his dealing with things. That he said, look, instead of putting this country into confusion, he did not do it for himself. He did not do it for his party. He did it for Liberia. By conceding today what the president did, I commend him. And look, I did not expect him to come so fast. When I realized he had already called Boakai out, like, but then this is it. You know what I mean? Once he started that, and guess what? Once something to say, and I just want to, my brother here who is saying that he said he paid for elections. I don't know what in that speech you.
No, he said it sounded to him like I paid for it.
Okay, no, he did not say he paid for it. He said the elections was held on the principle of being peaceful and fair. He did not say he paid for it. And look, when we try to how to call it, criticize people, let's be to the point. When you take it outside there and make it bad. So the thing is that he said this election was held on the principle of being free, fair, and transparent, and that it was. He was very clear about that. Look, let me tell you, there are so many people who could have not done this thing that happened today. Look, right next to in Ivory Coast. I lived in Ivory Coast for many years. Election brought violence. It brought people being killed in the street. This president looked at everything. He said, look, this is not about me. Because everyone here, that's what people used to say. Everything must be about George Weah. Everything must be about him. He let himself money in the country. He said, no, this is not about me. This is about Liberia. And guess what? He said in that speech also, he said, we should forget about parties now. Let's forget about our interests. Because more people are so, everything they say, oh, politics are interest, politics are my interest. So the person will say they will give me a job or will offer me this, that the person will go to. That's what people do. And he said it plain blank. He said, we should focus on Liberia and come together. But I don't see that togetherness here tonight with people still bashing this man. We are not being together. And guess what? I will promise you, Liberia will be divided going forward because people cannot understand that we need to move forward and forget about those things. People start on these platforms and say that cemetery body horse in Ghana, cemetery they are inside Africa. The other one they say the other one they said, which one was it again? They said what did they say? Joshua do again. Joshua brought Kush in the country. He did this, he did that. They knew full well that these things were lies. They said all these things to make the people to turn against the government. They did that, and even in their victory, they are still bitter. I see my brother here tonight, still bitter, calling the man dictator, calling the man somebody who considered defeat in an election, and you sit here and call him a dictator.
It's a disservice to
Thank
us
you.
that are listening. So look, guys,
Thank
I
you.
see you. Good night. God bless you. And I hope you can continue this. Let's do it for Liberia. And let me be fair in our criticism. Look, for me, if you criticize me and you are fair, in my heart of heart, I might play a brave face, but I will understand that, look, what you said was fair. Let's criticize people fairly and don't be biased or be malicious in our criticism of people. It doesn't serve anyone. Neither does it serve you that is trying to do that. So thank you, guys.
Thank
That's
you,
it.
Josh.
We'll continue to sit on the fence. We're going to watch to make sure that Liberia is better. When Liberia is not,
But Josh, what if, despite you've been on this platform for several months, you know, criticizing the government, criticizing the opposition, presenting your reasons to the Liberian people why you thought that they should have maintained the previous, or let's say this administration, the outgoing administration. In the midst of that, the message did not resonate. The Liberian people made a decision at the ballot box. Now, the government you supported a lot is an outgoing government now. Now, what if, just what if this government calls you? The government calls you and say, George, you're an engineer. I know that, George, for example, you're an engineer. I know that you're an engineer. George, you are a young man. You are brilliant. You are talented. Yes, you're in Australia, but listen, we want you to come. We need your expertise. We need you to come on board in the spirit of inclusive or a governance. We want George to come on board. George, are you willing to render your expertise to your country in the spirit of patriotism?
look, Nelson, thank you. Nelson, I've done my bit. In 2002, I joined the United Nations in Monrovia. I worked from 2002 with the United Nations trying to bring about peace. I worked until 2007 for the United Nations in Liberia, in Monrovia, and going around the country helping out. I did that for my country because everything I am today is because of that country. So
yeah,
look, there's no way I would discount my country. But with that said, if I'm giving that call, I will have to sit down and think about my family and think about where it's going to take me. Because guess what? While some people are very easy to forget, you can remember on the show, I was threatened when I was going to Liberia. I spent 1 month there. I was threatened. And sometimes some people would not agree with us. And look, we don't know. George, we are telling our auditors, maybe the engineers will be coming next. You know what I mean? So,
God forbid. The devil's a lie.
No, listen. I understand, George. You try to play smart with this question.
Yeah.
You are a young man and you don't know what the future holds. So you try to play smart with this question.
As I said, I will sit down with my family to discuss it. And I will not say anything now. But what I want to say to Liberians is that
thank you.
We have one country.
Thank you.
That country would never be deported from it. And that's the place. You can be anywhere in the world. That country will not be deported. So let us hold together instead of bring divisive statement. Thank you. God bless you and God bless Liberia. I will see you guys. I got to sleep, my man. I haven't slept the whole time. You see me, I'm nodding on the show now. So please, I got to go. Thank you. God bless you. And Toure, I will catch you, my man. We'll see. Take care.
My man, you still got that bed on the table. Anytime you're not me, like, bro, Freddie.
Let's take you. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, Raymond. Raymond, go ahead. Raymond, you are muted, sir.
So the first thing is that we should commend the president for conceding.
Yeah,
that's the right thing to do, and he did it. He didn't do anything exceptional. That was just what is expected. And so, because he did the right thing, we should tell him thanks for it. But his speech was more divisive than it even encouraged people to uphold peace. And his assertion that the country is divided is untrue. The Liberians realized that it was a mistake making him the president because he's not a presidential material, not a leadership material. He used his position to amass wealth, kept the people in abject poverty, never listened to the people, never thought himself as a servant of the people, but a demigod. And even the wordings of his speech where he asserted that he conducted a free, fair, and transparent election. He done everything good, and he will continue to do it until he turned power over. That's untrue. That's a delusional. If he heard the voices of the people in this election, he knew how much his people stuffed ballot, and that's why several ballot boxes in the southeastern area are being quarantined and going to be relocated to. He knows how Akara Gray lost the election, and those same things that Akara did were done for him. If you take a look at the ballot papers, the vote that were cast for George Weah, it might be around 25%. The number of 20% plus were got through dubious means. So this country is not divided in half. And he referring to Liberians as Weah-Shins as a leader, as a president. It's just undemocratic. There's no Liberian of Weah-Shin. He don't own no Liberian.
Don't you see this as the president trying to single out the people who are his loyal supporters?
When
who are willing to lay down their lives for him.
Only a demon God will feel entitled to divinity to label humans, his fellow humans, by his name. He will call them supporters of fellow seditions. That's how the true leaders do. He equates himself with his people, and he knows that he's a leader because he's a servant. But when you put your name on people and attach your name and call them Weah-Shins, that means you are demeaning God to them. And that's how he works. Everybody must worship him and be a praise singers to him. And that's not a leader, that's a tyrant.
Thank you. Thank you, Raymond. Thanks a lot. Sherry, welcome to the show. Marie, welcome as well. Let's take Cindy, then we'll take Shirley. Sorry, Shirley, we had to come back here for Cindy. Cindy was somewhere up there, and then the relocation.
Yeah, keep moving me. Look, so I want to agree with Raymond and others that congratulate Mr. Weah for his speech. I do want to also agree with George, who was on here, that the speech was timely. It was timely because today you could tell that there were a group of sedition that were planning to go out there and celebrate. They were still holding on. They were still feeling that they had this thing, and they were going to go out there. And of course, the folks on the rescue mission were also out there. So who knows? There may have been some.
So Sandy, I'm sorry. Let me hold you there and play something here very quick.
You'll get all my time back.
I'll get your time back. I hope the thing that go in there. Not go in there. Oh, okay. I think there's an issue with my internet connection. Okay, so then maybe Sandy. Okay. Sandy, you can go ahead. I think I need to work on my connection.
So yeah, I mean, so this in that direction, given that that both teams were probably going to clash, or maybe there could have been something. The president came out as a leader and said, "Look, let me go out there and just accept defeat." I said that earlier. I said earlier that this is Africa. Liberia is in Africa. Usually, presidents that are defeated in Africa don't want to accept it. The official pronouncement of JMB being the president-elect has not been made. We still are waiting for the NEC to do that. And yet, the president came out and said, look, even without the NEC telling you that I was defeated, I'm going to accept defeat. So we must give it to the president. Look, the content of the speech, if that's what we want to focus on.
Yeah, the content of the speech. But let me hold you there. Let me hold you there again, Cindy. Specifically to that point you just made when you spoke of the possibility of people wanting to come out. Had he not presented this speech in a timely manner? Let me just play an audio here when the results started to pull in. This is what was happening. I hope that going here. Why is this? Okay. Something like Korea to know.
No man, God dealing with you
I
every
could
time.
play it for you, Nelson. I know what you want to play. You want me to play it for you?
Okay. Wow. Imagine. I never had the thought that this thing would have happened.
Is that the one in Lady County? Is that what you want to play?
Let's see. I could play it for you, bro.
Is that
Okay.
the one
So
in Lady County?
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, but okay, let's have Cindy to learn his thoughts. But if you have it there, Raymond, you could play. But if not, then Cindy can continue because I think Cindy was. Okay, so let's hold it there. I just thought to bring that in, especially when Raymond made the point. When Cindy made the point about the timely nature of the speech and what it helped to prevent. But go now. You are moving to the content of the speech. Now, someone is asking, what is that? What the audios you just heard was it actually generated from a chat room, and these audios started to pull in when the numbers were coming out from the National Elections Commission. It was not going the way of the CDC. Then some of the diehard supporters, the ardent, the folks were disappointed, and especially some of those who put that. I tell you what, there were some of those who put their craft, their whether entertainer, comedian, and there were some of those who put their craft on the line for this, So you imagine when it's not going your way. But go ahead, Cindy. Let's go to the content of the speech.
Well, right before the content of the speech, I remember something. I'm going to say this quickly, then I'm going to transition to the content of the speech. Listen, concession speeches are some of the hardest speeches to make. We must acknowledge that. In fact, we live in the United States of America, that is considered the father of democracy, or the greatest nation when it comes to democracies. But let me remind you that 2020, Donald J. Trump refused to concede to Joe Biden. In fact, he never gave a concession speech. He never congratulated Joe Biden. So if President Weah came out today and did what he was supposed to do, people say he's supposed to do it. Well, it is expected. It is the honorable thing to do, so we must thank him that he did it. But the content, Weah he's not a communicator. I'm not going to beat Weah down for his lack of communication. There is something in communication that requires certain messages to be held back. Not every message is timely. And not, Maggie, please mute, please. I'm hearing myself. And not all timely communications can suit the ears of those who hear them. So sometimes hold certain things back. Mr. Weah should have separated his party's message from the concession speech. Go there, congratulate Mr. Boakai, acknowledge your defeat, thank the Liberian people, talk about a peaceful Liberia. And then you can go in a separate communication to your partisan and tell them we are sedition, sedition, let me tomorrow. Whatever you want to say. But let it be a separate communication. But this guy is not a creator of his own communication. And obviously we do know that this man, he's not a good communicator. So I'm not going to beat him down on that. What I got from the message, I heard a man who spoke about peace. I've been on this show talking about peace. Let's build on the peace we have. I appreciate him for mentioning peace. I heard a man who's saying, I was defeated and I'm ready to let go of the power. I appreciate him for that. So let's move on. What are the speeches beautiful? What are his seditions, reactions? Let's focus on the fact that the man came out and acknowledged the fact that he was defeated and that in few weeks we have a new president. We don't sit here now with some level of uncertainty that the current president may not accept defeat. We know now that President Weah accepted defeat and that the ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai is president comes January. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. And then we'll move to Shirley. After Shirley, we take Toure. After Toure, we come back to Marie. And then we take Sharif. And then Amin and Moba will take us to the phone lines.
Nelson,
Shirley.
quickly. My fan in the comment section tonight, they don't like me. They say I'm on sedition.
You know, that's how things get to fluctuate in the comment section. You imagine the guys praising Josh tonight. The guy's brilliant. Josh, his sound, you know, he's a smart
There was
guy.
only one person.
Nah,
He was Paris edition.
I mean, forget that. But let's take Shirley. Shirley, go ahead.
So Nelson, I don't want to sound like everyone else to repeat, but I do agree with Sunny that his speech was going to be a little different, or I was going to give it a little credit if you are going to separate it. Because I think Joy had the opportunity to make history today. The fact that, you know, he took his time and like, I'm going to accept defeat. I'm going to take the phone and I'm going to call President-elect and congratulate him. So that's a step, okay? The fact that he thought he could have done it, like he took his time to do it basically secretly or record something to Senate, that's what I have problem with. I think he had the opportunity to give every one of us, the young people, the opportunity to see how the position that they gave him first before he even get into politics, which is the peace ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to stand for that today and make it so visible where he had.
You wanted him to stand before the camera and present that thing live? You didn't want to hear a pre-recorded message? Is that what you're saying?
Pre-recorded message that defeated like the whole process or the whole fight that, okay, Mr. Weah, what is this? Like even the fact that he took the phone to call President-elect, he should have just have at least few press people in that room with him. Maybe not a lot, but few of them in there that would carry it. I'm not saying like have everybody there, but to take that phone call and make it natural. So I understand my brother, like he's not a speech person. We all know that. But this man can sit down and compose a song and be so free to sing it. Maybe do that. Take that phone call. You can talk to your girlfriend. You can talk to people. Take that phone call and call the President-elect. Even if it's just 2 words. Mr. President-elect, I just want to say congratulations. Even with that, and have the press carry it, it was going to carry weight. Versus standing and have his so-called speech person write that speech and took forever to read that stuff. And I mean, like, I give him credit for coming out to do that. But to me, it was going to carry more weight and he was going to include the press and take it from his heart to congratulate the President-elect and take it from his heart to speak to the Liberian people, directly to the Liberian people. Versus coming out and make it like he's speaking to his children or the people that worship him. Not all Liberian people worship him. So speak to the Liberian people directly. And he didn't do that at all in his speech. So that's what I have problem with.
Nelson, can I correct something very quick? Just 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah. Please do.
Shirley, I think you're talking two different things, right? He did call Mr. Bwaka. He didn't record a message for.
And I'm saying that I did not say he didn't call him. Let me cut you up.
Okay.
I didn't call him. I said it was going to carry weight if he was going to call him and have the press people there to at least carry that part.
Congratulations speeches are not like congratulations calls are not press release. Congratulatory calls
He did call them.
You call. That's how it happened.
And I'm asking the same thing. I did not say he didn't call. So I know.
I think what's happening here is that Shirley has a different view on how she thinks it should have been, and Cindy has a totally different view on it as well. Cindy thinks it was done the right way, while Shirley thinks
I think it wasn't.
No. What I'm mistaken was I think the concession speech was. I agree with Shirley on the concession speech to the nation. The nation, it should have been done public with press. But the call taking a phone and calling Omen Bwaka congratulations, which he did, don't need press. And he did that one.
Yeah. So you agree with her partly on the aspect that has to do with
speaking to the nation.
Speaking to the nation, maybe standing before the camera, calling the press being there, even if they're not asking questions, but at least they're being there, carrying it live while he addresses the nation.
But Sandy, let me ask you a question. What's wrong with the press being there and
That's
video?
not how it's done.
That's not how it's done, though.
It's done like that. I've seen it done.
No, Raymond.
Okay, guys.
Okay. That's a behind the scenes stuff. So we're gonna
call. Raymond, congratulations.
I've seen a phone call where the president
Thank you,
called
guys.
another president.
So let's.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So let's move on because our folks want to contribute. They want to.
And I can provide videos of them right now.
Toure, let's hear you.
Yes, sir. Look,
Shirley, you wanted to make a quick point?
Yeah, I wanted to make a quick point, and I understand. Like I said, President Bwaka, the expectation for him was hard to me, and everyone entitled to their opinion. My expectation for him was hard because, again, he is or was the peace ambassador.
So you mean President Weah, right? You mean President Weah?
President Weah, that's what I said. I think he had an opportunity today to teach our young people what he actually stands for.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you. Toure, let's hear you. Then we'll take Marie and then Shirk.
Yeah, so there's a saying that our Madingo people say, "Ko bla juru bla bala." You know what I mean? Meaning, put a rope on a goat, put a goat on a rope. That is the same thing. I mean, at the end of the day, you're trying to secure the goat. So the president, look, let me tell you this. I've had a lot of my disagreement, on the president, but this one, I cannot in any way dismiss the fact that the president said what was unprecedented. Look, ladies and gentlemen, our country have gone through so many bad stuff because someone refusing to accept election results, right? We have 14 years of civil war. So the president coming on without even getting the full detail of the results to concede, we all should applaud that. All right, we should, right? And besides, we all know that's not the president area to begin with. You can accuse the president of so many things, but giving speech is not one of them. And he tried, to be quite honest, like listening to him, that was a well-delivered speech. We might have some disagreement with the content, but we cannot in any way dismiss the intent of it. That is to concede.
Send that to me, Raymond. Please send that to me.
Right? To concede and keep it moving. That's the goal. All right. And the president did that. So look, that is not something that is common.
What's the takeaway from the speech? And what do you think was missing?
My takeaway from the speech, like I said, and I've been reading article. I've read the article from the Association Press. I read article from BBC. BBC considered the president's speech to be magnanimous, right? So I mean, so if international press can actually, look at it that way, I think we should actually consider it to be something good, headed in the right direction. Like I said, we're all gonna have our part where we disagree with, which is totally acceptable. But we should not forget the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the president did this. He protected people from actually getting on the streets. Because there were people, Roma has it that there were people within the hierarchy of CDC did not appreciate the decision, the swiftness of the president taking this decision, right? So you have to consider that too. We saw Jefferson Tabakoja having a press conference, and from a body language of things, you knew very well he was not one of the guys that obviously appreciated the move that the president took today, right? So let's use that and also appreciate that. And the president, somewhere in his speech, he said, what? My people, let's go back on our Sacrament tree tomorrow, and we can go and swallow some of our suffering. You know what I'm saying? I think that right there shows you that this guy got his head in the right direction. And like I said, we're going to disagree on this. And by saying that the president conceded, should not in any way exonerate the president for all of the things he did, in the past 6 years. We're not saying that. But we're looking at what his speech was meant to deliver. And I think the goal of that was achieved. I think that's the bigger picture that I really want us to focus on. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Mary, let's hear you. Thanks for sitting patiently. Now is your turn.
Thank you, Nelson. Before I go to the president's speech, I just want to say I'm so excited for Liberia. I'm happy for our country, and I just want to take a moment, of silence for 1 second for many of our young people that lost their life during this whole election process and was never able to see, what became of it. Okay, so I'm so delighted for Liberia, and like I said the other day, Liberia is only going to get better. I'm happy that Liberia have given Joseph Numa Barka the opportunity to be our president, and we have high expectations. And we as young people will come on this platform every day to make sure those expectations are met. Now, when it comes to the president's speech, I just want to say we all need to understand that concession speeches are very, very hard. And we're talking about a president that have a lot of high thoughts about himself. Like he's been the best president since 1847. So, you don't expect him to come and say it the way you would want to say it. I heard when I listened to that speech, I heard someone that didn't even wanted to give a speech, but yet he had to do it because of the country. I just want to say that at some part in his speech, he tried acting like he's for peace and putting the country together, and then separating the country by specifying about the Weashans and everybody. But that is George Weah. That is something you expect of him. So I just feel as though we as Liberians shouldn't focus much on George Weah's speech, and we should focus on the country and try to move the country forward.
Well, is there anything you think was missing from the speech?
You know what? I do think that for somebody that felt like he was the best president since 1847 and lost the election to a political party that he felt like was beneath him, I felt as though he should have taken some accountability for his failure in his government. I expected for the speech to be with more explanation as to where they went wrong and how he failed and how he hoped that the person that Liberian people have picked can meet their expectation and do better than he did. But like I say again, this is George Weah. He put himself at a high esteem, which he is not. So you will never get what you expect from him, which is why Liberians never got the hope that he preaches during the 2017 election and the change that he preached from him in the first place.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Mary. Then we take Sheikh Sharif.
But just
Yeah.
before we take share, can I ask a question to especially the speakers who just spoke?
Yeah, Mary. Yeah, go ahead, Raymond. Please do.
So is it okay because George Weah, so the standard changed because of him, or we hold Liberians and our leaders to one standard, or we shift because George Weah we are dealing with?
It's not okay, Raymond, but when it comes to the concession speech, I want all of us to understand when people are talking about video recording it and calling the press, this is something Spoon suggested today. But we all need to understand that this is something that have never been normalized in our body politics in the first place. I understand we all want the growth. We want our country to have to go to that point where presidents would turn over, and give concession speech and concede in that form and manner, but it hasn't been normalized, and you cannot blame him for it. And at the end of the day, like I said, it's George Weah. You expect nothing but less from him. So
we should advocate for nothing because it hasn't been done, so we can make a change and we can hold people to standard. I mean,
I'm not saying I am holding him to his standards as well. What I'm
lowering the bar?
What I'm telling you is his standards is
Thank you,
low.
Raymond.
I'm not lowering the bar.
It's not his standards. It's acceptable.
Thank you, Raymond.
Not his standards. Acceptable.
But Nelson,
Thank you.
Where is Vasco, my man? The poor asking you personally, where is Vasco?
Okay, so let me say this. Let me say,
Vasco missing action.
Like you heard from Josh. Josh says he didn't get to sleep for a couple of nights now. For a couple of nights, he didn't get to sleep. He's going to sleep. He said all his body hurting him. So maybe that's something happening to Vasco. So Vasco will be here. I beg you. Let me tell you.
Nelson, can I please say this 10 seconds?
Yeah, I come in, you see that thing 10 seconds. I come in, you see that thing 10 seconds. I come in.
Vasco conceded before the president, for the record. So for those that are looking for Vasco, yes.
Yeah, and let me say this. Let me tell you something. Y'all heard that audio we just played, right? They think they call defeat to accept it is not small thing. Especially when you be in the spotlight, when you one of those who was at the forefront telling people we will do this thing, we have the evidence, we have the document, and then you go see the dinner. Not a small thing there. You just go to school, oh yeah, then your report card can't fit. That one say it can be better because I won't see it, but they want the whole world seeing your report card. So yeah, please let our brothers to breathe in and breathe out. Sharif, please go ahead.
Nancy, thank you so much for the opportunity.
Mr. Data Center.
So before I dive into what I'm about to say here, I want to first of all thank the Liberian people for the courage, for going out to vote, and also for making their voices heard. Again, you guys are the unsung heroes. You saw the direction your country was heading to, and you decided to ask for a change. And not only that, you put that thought into actions, and we all seeing the result now. With regards to George Weah concession speech, this is what I have to say. We live in a world of technology. Nelson, I can use artificial intelligence right now and read a whole speech and use your voice, and nobody on the platform here will be able to decipher if that's your voice or not. So that's the reason why it's so important to do the video concession speech. If you see other countries from around the world or presidents from around the world that lose elections, they do videos, is because they use that as a reference in case there's a denial in the past. What happened like recently, just a couple of years ago in the Gambia, when the election happened between the current president now and then Yahya Jammeh. Yahya Jammeh conceded via TV, live TV. So later on, he retracted his statement. Then ECOWAS used that against him to actually, force him out of power. So this is the reason why that the audio concession speeches somehow now is out of style. People are compelled to use videos because you have emergence of artificial intelligence. They can use your voice. You will actually say that's actual person's voice. And with Weah, we shouldn't set different standard for him, in a sense that he's not good at communication, or he does us a favor. No, that's the rules of the game. If you decide to sign up for a tournament and then they lay out the rules of it, you have to abide by it. The referee will tell you, if you play foul, we're going to give you a red card. If all your players decide to play foul, they give three or four players of your team a red card, and then you end up conceding 10 goals. That's the rules of the game. They're not going to feel sorry for you, because you have lost 2 persons in the beginning, then the other person play foul again. They should let him go. No. Let's not do that. When things come to George Weah, we shouldn't lower the bar. That's the rules of the game. He saw that, and that's part of our constitution. He had to abide by it. So, he making that constitutional agreement, it's not that he did us a favor. He didn't do us a favor. That's the constitution.
What do you think was missing? What do you think was missing?
What was missing for me is that he doing it via audio. He should have done it with press presence, or maybe on a live TV appearance. Simply because I am concerned about artificial intelligence, he can go to court and deny that I did not say it. And somebody used my voice through artificial intelligence and placed that call, and it wasn't me. It's possible.
Okay.
So that's the only point that I have. Apart from that, everything else, again, kudos to the Liberian people. Congratulations to each and every one of you that went out there and decided to take this fight to the government, and you never deterred, and you stood up for what you believe, and you got the result that you wanted. And now it's bigger. We have a bigger fight ahead. That is the rebuilding of our nation, and each and every one of us have to be part of that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. To real quickly, then we take Ami.
Yeah, guys, let's come back to this thing. Look, you can hold certain people to certain standard and not do it for everyone. Look, if the great United States, the people, the media, they held Donald Trump to a total different standard. You got to know very well the man, he was not the quote-unquote traditional politician. And we can all agree.
No, they're holding to a standard.
If we say that about Donald Trump, if we say that about George Weah, so no, Sherry, look, I'm not saying that what George Weah did, we should be totally fine with it. But what I'm saying is, the bare minimum, at least we got that out of it. That is to concede. And the AI thing you're talking about, that could be true. But I think that was the president's voice, brother.
That's what you're saying. Think you're not sure. So
I'm not sure, but I really think
that speaks to his point. You think it's his voice. Nothing has proven that it's his voice.
Yeah, but bro, guys, look, that's the president. If we see the people under the Sycamore tree,
we want to build a Liberia.
Under the Sycamore tree, we see.
We want to build a Liberia, and we need to hold acceptable standards. That's how you build a country, when you can hold people to acceptable standards. It doesn't change because it's John Brown, and that is called partial selective justice. We can't promote that.
Thank you.
Now, so can I say something real quick before Amy go? I think what I see here, and I'm hearing a lot of you are saying, is what actually killing us, the Liberian. And it actually happened like in real life. What would be like, all our Liberian people time, it start at 4, we'll go at 6. But we don't have standard at all. And if you don't have a standard set, you fall for everything. So we are here talking about pointing out things about the president's speech and see how we can move Liberia forward. So if we come back to, for example, another president giving their concession speech, what they need to learn from. I think that's what they learn. We're not saying
somebody mute, there's a noise.
Amy and Malva.
That was her name.
Amy or Malva.
Yeah.
It was time for me to speak. That's what I unmuted.
Okay. So I'm just saying, it's really something that we Liberian or African, we need to really, really get out of. We have to have a standard that we need to live by. And if we are holding him accountable for his speech, and we are making excuses at the same time, then I don't even know why we are talking. So we can all sit there and be like,
can I just say something in 1 second?
Before you cut me out, thank you.
Sorry.
We can all sit here and be like, oh, it's Josh Weah. He's not good at making speeches. So we give him credit for just pre-recalling his speech, and it's okay. We should accept it. But if it's someone else, we should have a different standard for them. I don't think it's fair.
Okay, thank you. We have to take Amy. Yeah, Mary, just take a few seconds. Yeah.
So my sister Shirley is basically saying the same thing I'm saying. She's saying we should hold Josh Weah at a standard. And I'm telling you guys, I did hold him at a standard. And that standard is low. I did not expect nothing more from him. He did exactly what I thought a Josh Weah would do.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. But let me go ahead.
Okay. Well, Josh Weah's speech, for the most part, like everybody have already said it, I give him credit for doing it. Not that he had any choice, but at least he did it. Is he under pressure somehow? Yeah. From the observers out there. He could have still said no, but he did it anyway. So I'll give him that credit. We can be too critical of the guy, all right? He's going out already. Cut him some slacks. So he did that. That's good. But that's for the most part. That's the bigger picture. I wanted him to do it. He did it. How he did it, was it right? No, it wasn't. For the past 6 years, you acted like we didn't exist as Liberian people. You acted like we weren't important enough for you to stand in front of us and address us. It had to be done through audio or to your little shrine. I don't call it a church. I think that's blasphemy. And now that you're going out, you still think that we are not worthy to get that, little spotlight of you standing up there and telling us, and like everybody else saying, yeah, your failure, where you went wrong and stuff like that, but you left it out, went on talking about reaction and sedition and all of that. But the only place I gave him credit, like I said, he did it. Everybody has said it the wrong way. And my brother Raymond, just because a person is caught on camera calling to concede it, I don't think that's how it's always been done. I think that moment was just the press was around and it was caught on camera, but it doesn't mean that that's how it's all, or it should be done that way. Like that's the criteria or procedure or whatever for it to be done that way. I think that was just that moment that wasn't the press was around and he did it. So him calling
and I'm about to play that video of the former U.S. President Barack Obama right after you. But go ahead, make your point.
So and then he calling President White Guy without anybody being there. That was good. That's what he's supposed to do. President White Guy is the one that's supposed to tell people, oh yeah, I got a call from the president, former President Weah or outgoing President Weah, whatever. And yeah, and he too should have said it, and he did it in his speech. So I don't see anything wrong with that part. For me, that's my opinion. I don't know, but yeah, I don't.
Thank you.
I don't give any special credit. Like, oh my God, this is supposed to be. No, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to concede, and that's what he did. And he did it. I mean, yeah, maybe earlier than we were expecting him to do it, but at some point, he would have had to do it.
Okay. So let's listen to this. Mobile is going to take us to the phone line.
Recording.
Oh,
I mean,
what?
well,
Come again?
no, I was saying. Hold on.
Maggie? Wow. Maggie, we're not hearing you. So just adjust on your gadget.
I was saying, right after Amy, can I talk before you, because you say you have a recording, can I talk? Can you play the recording or after?
You've made your point, right? You're waiting your thoughts on this issue, right?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So we'll take you then mobile, then we'll go to the lines. But let's play this shortly. I thought it's over already. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Hi, this is Barack Obama, your president. Hi, Patty. Hi, yes. Hey, this is Barack Obama. How are you? Yeah, it is. No way. Way. I decided on Mother's Day I should call up some letter writers' moms and say thank you for being great moms. That is amazing. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And you're one of the moms I want to say thank you to. You still don't believe me? Oh, it's me. Okay. Okay, give me a test. What kind of ask me about Amy. I was so proud of.
Raymond, great video, beautiful one. Is it
What is that?
I want you to give us a background of this video, Raymond, because you just
mom.
So what I want to say is about press and propaganda. You want to bring the presidency to the people and bring transparency. So I just use that as a common way presidents relate to their people in transparent ways, where they call the presidency cause. So making a concession speech, I saw the one Hillary Clinton call Trump, but she wasn't a president, right? So I just found one for a president and I gave it. So when the presidency does that, it brings clarity to the people, the citizenry, wherein their president is acting in a transparent way that they understand and can perceive.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's nothing wrong with making phone calls.
Chelsea, I hate to go back and forth there, but this is the political, professional discourse, and I want to make sure we leave here clearing out the inches on this particular topic. I want to be very clear, Raymond, and all of you. In the first place, concession speeches are not mandatory. They have no constitutional backing. You can prove me wrong on that. There's
No one said that. So that's not an
Hold on, my brother. Hold on, my brother. They are not mandatory. They have no constitutional backing, and there is no standard as to how they can be done. Traditionally, they have been done in certain way by certain people, but there is no standard. We have not held Mr. We are accountable. I mean, we have to some extent for not standing up to the Liberian people behind the microphone with press and speak to the nation. That's not his thing. So when Marie said, I held him to a standard, but to his standard, knowing who he is, that's enough. That's Mr. Weir. You can't change him overnight. So it's not like it's supposed to be done. Mr. Weir did what he needed to do. And let's leave it at that.
So no one is holding President Weir to his
I don't think we need to go back and forth on it because
our argument is clear, right? Our argument is we're not
to
holding President Weir to his standard. We are holding him to presidential standards. And he's the president of Liberia. And we're not going to lower the bar because his name
There is no presidential standard for concession speech.
Yes, there is presidential standards. You talk about tradition and custom. If you live in a society,
okay, guys.
Tradition and custom that you
let's make progress. Let's take Mikey on this.
And every American president have made a concession speech excluded.
Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, Raymond.
From and he was bashed for it.
Let's take Mikey on this because we have to go, guys. Mikey, go ahead quickly. What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway, and what do you think was missing?
Yeah, first of all, I would say thanks to. I mean, I gave him credit. Like concession speeches, it's not. I mean, it's not something that everybody can do. we are all human. We beat on. I mean, we talk about the bad leadership and all of the stuff about but we should put ourselves as a human. You play a game and you lost that game. It's hard. Defeat is hard. We should understand when you play the game in anything, it's hard to come back to your opponent and say, "Oh, let's come together." I gave him credit for it, and because even in the U.S., Donald Trump never conceded Joe Biden. He never did. The press talk, but he never. He even went to court. We should give President we are credit because NDC have not given the final whistle yet, and he came up. If you listen to Joseph Jefferson Koji today, you could tell that they were ready to go out there. He mobilized his base. They were ready to go out there, and the president came out.
Thank you.
Yes, no, when I have not done yet. You cut me off. A lot of people talk, and I have only said less than a second. So let me finish. I'm still talking.
Less than a second? What time is
yeah.
that?
I don't know, but let me go. Let me finish what I was saying.
Okay. Maggie, take a minute to conclude. I have the timer set now. Just take 1 minute to conclude.
Okay, so let me just finish. So what I was trying to say, we should give him credit. Yes, the speech, it was a little bit divided that he brought reaction and all the stuff in, but we should give him credit. He called the president-elect, whether he did it by phone, by video, he did it. And we should give him credit. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. For him to call and to say, I accept defeat. Let's move forward. So I don't know why we should go back and forth on this. He did what he could do.
What do you think was missing?
To unify the country. He was supposed to unify the country. I don't think he talking about election.
We captured that partly in
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. At that point, he was talking to his base. He should have left that. After conceding, he should have left that. He should have said, we are all Liberians, despite who won. We are all Liberians. But you see, he broke it down. He called we Haitians. He called seditions. What is we Haitians? I still don't get it. He's not a god. The speech should have been simple and to a point.
Thank you.
And to unify the.
So we'll now take Moba. Moba, go ahead quickly, sir.
Thank you. Wow. I don't even know what to say because everybody, said it. I want to emphasize on, he should have said Liberian instead of we are shin and seditions. I think that's where my problem comes from. But anybody when in that period, the president, imagine putting your shoe, how you feel. Going on the earth, telling people your defeat is hard. It's really hard. But you just got to do it because the pressure from the international community, the American, and the fact that we already show from the neck, and Amara Kone on the evidence towards the process. So that all play a major factors to his, to that identical speech. But actually, I'm really coming, buy more him for the speech. No, I will not do that. It's hurt for anybody. Even when I could remember when sometimes I'm playing for Liverpool, when they beat Liverpool, sometimes it can hurt me. That's why I don't go play for the people. So that's it. So it can hurt. But I just get one. Let me conclude by saying this to my president-elect. Waste all our time talking about this speech. My president-elect. I want you, the only thing I want you to do for us, we that in a country, like we that talk for you, we convince the Liberian people, we bring the policy in. We want you to bring justice. We want you to bring justice for the 3 missing boys. Don't forget. We want you to bring justice for the auditors, the EPS guy who were killed in Ganta. We want you to stop the drugs from entering our country. We want you to unify our country. We want justice for every Liberians who lost their people and there was no justice done. We need justice for those people. Mr. President-elect, we are appealing to you. That's the reason why some of us will take our time, we sacrifice everything to come on this show just to talk to you. We sacrifice our jobs, our less busy schedule that will sort of be out chilling. We sit there for 3 to 4 hours. We're talking for you and the Liberian people, and it resonated in our ear, in our mind, and they understand our policy. And today they make a change. And based on that, our request from you, audit the government. We want the government to be audited. All the people who stole the Liberian people money, right? They must bring it to check. All the people who built condominium houses, government should confiscate everything. That's the reason why we stay all in the net calling upon you as a president. Today, you are the president of the Republic of Liberia. And based on that, our request, our pressure, we're not just sit because you're president and we're not talk. We will talk. We'll make sure all our listing we get, you do it, Mr. President. And from today on, when we come here, we talk, I will always echo it in our president ear and let it resonate well as the way we talk to the Liberian people, and it resonated well in our ear, and they went out there, they voted for you. They based on all the factors. And the reason being we are the Liberian people elect you. They need justice, and they need the people to be audited. All the people that get houses, we will confiscate it. The people who today they call them our brother and Zogo, we will put in inside and we'll rehabilitate them. We'll make them to understand that justice is not good, and we'll make sure we can tell the Liberian people say, will they finish drugs from the market? No. We'll minimize it. We'll make it small. Then the area now will get the houses, we'll put our people there. Then we change their mind. We get them medication for them to come to themselves. Then we'll make them, then we'll revamp them in the society so they can be useful for the Liberian people. That's the thing I want all to be discussing from today. For me, I will discuss it every day because we're not talking about Joey again. Joey is in the past. We are talking about the future and the present. So we gotta hit all the stuff so our president can hear it every day we come here. Because some of us, let me conclude by saying that, my brother, some of us, our left are on the line. People know us. We advocated for this president. We're not coming sit and fool our hand any other day. God forbid something go contrary to what we're thinking on, and then we're not able to see other people's faces. There was sedition today, they get drafted. Even when they see Joey killing somebody, they say that Joey, that's how we do it. So based on that, we will come out and we'll speak the truth. I submit.
Thank you.
Nobody knows.
Who told you?
Let's know you.
Nobody know me.
So let's take a few calls now.
Let me just make one
yeah
objection and provide information.
But Raymond, let's give our audience some time now to interact. We've been talking for over 2 hours. You can just note that down. Then once we come back, you do it as part of the closing. 0555-101075 0555-101075. Mikey, can you mute? 0555-101075 is the number, and we also have the WhatsApp line that will ping on the screen as well. But let's take our first call here. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear your name and where you call from.
Yeah, this is Catherine Washington from Johnsonville.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
I just want to tell everybody thank you. I tell God thank you for our mercy. I tell God thank you for everything. All along, I've been for open. But when I reach in that room, my whole heart changed and protect for my papa. And my papa brought joy and relief to me. I want to tell the Liberia people whatsoever they're wishing for our OG, that they will put him in, let him the number. He will never ever go to jail.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's go there and take another person. Let's take this person. Hello. Hello.
Good morning, Dama.
This is Nelson. Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, my name is Masale calling from Zimbabwe.
Go ahead.
So, Mary, I want to tell you, thank you, yes, you. Let God bless you. The thing I do for the Liberia people. You see, I don't on the video. I never. I was all wondering for him to listen to my first. I want to tell that man, thank you. Let God give him love. God first election was still the number one. And you're like in our studio. Let God bless you. Let God the Lord.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you. Anything I see you, want to go to you. If I ask God to see you, I was sorry. The thing I made do for the Liberia people, we're not just for you.
Thank you.
Let bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Bless you, your family, and your last do.
Okay, let's read there.
Amen.
Thank you.
Hello?
Amina. Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, this is me. Sorry for my voice.
I mean, your voice
Because
always
we've
like
been
this.
shouting all
Not today alone. Just go ahead.
No. Yeah, I just want to say thanks to all the panelists out there, and thanks to our Liberian people. You know, we fight a good.
Yeah.
The war will judge us. So, but what I want to say is, I want us to let it take a moment of silence. Change, and it was not opportune to live to see this identical change.
Okay.
And I want to say this to our leader in the night. We stood in the rain, in the sun, our voices, not because we want you to do anything special for us. We want you to do something that the layman down there will feel the trickle-down effect of the government. And let us know that it is not because of us. It is not because of nobody. We want everybody, whether you are citizen, whether you are what, feel the trickle-down effect of your government.
Thank you,
we are
Bien.
begging
Thank you.
So please, Mr. President, please.
Let's read there, Bien.
Thank you.
Thank you. We will ask that you just be very brief in making your point so that we take others on the line as well. Hello. Hello, are you here on the WhatsApp line? Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, you're live. Go ahead.
So, I tried to call this line before and haven't gotten through. First of all, did you guys miss the endorsement from God today for JMB, the rain, after he won, or after the announcement? But also, I wanted to talk about the concession speeches, and I think Sandy said pretty much what I was going to say, that concession speeches are not to talk about what someone did wrong or to take accountability. They're designed to say that I lost, which I think, the president did. There's also not a standard. You decide which standard you're going to go by. And so, I think by him giving this concession, we should take that, and continuing to judge everything that he does. I think it takes away some of the credibility from, unity partisans. For example, Raymond, sometimes I think your disdain for President Weah shows up in the way that you talk about him, right? So it takes away your credibility.
Guys, please don't place a direct call to this number.
This man gave a concession speech. Sorry?
Yeah, no, just conclude. Yeah, go ahead, conclude.
No, I was just saying he gave a speech. He gets to decide how the speech goes. Again, there's no set standard on how concession speeches are given. The person who's giving the speech decides, and this is how Weah speaks to the Liberians. And there are 10 paragraphs, and you guys are picking on 2 of those paragraphs. other paragraphs, he talked about the leadership being successful for all Liberians. He talked about, Liberians coming together. So as much as I hate this man, I think we need to not keep harping on his concession speech. He made one, and that's it.
You didn't state
Thank
your
you.
name. You didn't state your name and where you're calling from.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Tina, and I'm calling from Arizona.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's take another one here. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. You're live.
Yeah, this is Mary Lincoln calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, it's good to have you on the
happy.
show, ma'am. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm so happy today. I'm so happy. I was at work. Guess what? I said I was at work when I started watching when Damon said that you already to the place and how things were. They call me. I said, Jack, give me a chance more. I come in, give me a chance more. She said, what happened? I took the phone to her. She said, what happened? I said, didn't I tell you what is happening in my country? She said, oh my God. And said, maybe you have to work and things like that. I said, you're leading team here, they're working business. I know it come to order. They will get to order. But now we're telling I must be part of this thing. And the rain that came down right after that. The rain that came down. But why heavy rain like this? I said, that's good. Okay. I say free at last. So I tell God, thank you. I bless God so much. And I tell CEO, thank you.
Thank you. Hello, are you still there?
Yeah, thank you so much for pressing power.
Okay, right. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thanks a whole lot. We take another person here. Hello. Let's take this one. Hello. Hello, are you here? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Okay. This is Spoon FM, right?
You're live on Spoon. Let's hear you, sir. You're live.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the president-elect, Joseph Simon Boakai and Jeremiah Franklin. And I also want to look at the president's session speech, right? Mm-hmm. Let's stick to the point. What is not done properly is actually not done. If the president has choose to concede and
hello. Guys, please don't place a direct call to this WhatsApp line, please. Call it on WhatsApp.
What it done is undone. They don't take that into consideration. That speech was full of emotions and it had a lot of divisiveness in it. And one major thing is that
wow. We will keep calling on our numbers. So long.
President.
And hello. Okay, so I think we'll end the call-in segment here, guys. I think we can just have you to
wrap up.
Yeah, to wrap up. Sorry. Yeah.
Can I go first?
Leslie, I better go first since I'm not home, please.
Okay. Yeah, let's take the female. Raymond. With that dark shade in the back. Wow. Behind every dark shade, there's a bad eye. Raymond, do you have a bad eye behind that dark shade?
My eyes don't do well with lights, and sitting looking at my computer for these hours affect me. So
I do it over my heart, my man.
That we don't want to get an African apple. Go ahead.
When you coming to Philly? Because
I mean, I need that trip in there. It's 6 o'clock. Let me tell you. Go ahead, Marie.
So I just want to conclude tonight by saying, when I say I expected what George Weah did is in that speech, somebody just said a little bit of my point. I heard somebody who's hurt, and then I heard divisiveness. So I'm not disputing the fact that his speech was divisive and it wasn't to our expectation. what we need to understand is many of you guys sat on this platform months and months trying to make the Liberian people understand this man incompetence, that he's not competent to be a president, and that you can never put he and Joseph Boakai in the same category, which is exactly what he did. What you expected of him. That is why the Liberian people voted him out in the first place, because he's now a presidential material. So you don't expect nothing more from George Weah. He did exactly what Marie expected of him. Is it pleasing to the Liberian people? No, but that's him. Now, I just want to further, I want to say again that I'm happy for Liberia. In conclusion, I'm happy for my country. I'm excited. And I want to say this presidency for this, election for Joseph Boakai have proven the myth that was going around in the CDC government. I once saw a video. Somebody said, after God, that government. No, after God is the people. Government don't have power over the people. And the people have proven that. And I just want to congratulate the Liberian people that Liberia is going to get only better going forward. And we, as the young people, are going to be here to make sure that happens. Thank you very much.
Ture, are you cheering or what? You cheering for Marie?
Yes, I am. She made a very resounding statement. I think profound.
So you think after God and government are the people, eh?
That the people.
Anyway, that's another discussion. That's another discussion for another day. But Marie Keto, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate
next
you.
now.
Let's let's take Raymond. Raymond, go ahead.
Hold on, Marie, are you from Bon Country? She left.
So to my sister who called me out and said I exhibited my distaste for George Weah, well, I'm an advocate. I call things as they are, and I won't give praises to people who do wrong because they sit in a position. So I speak truth to power. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but that's just me. And I won't bend for people likings. I want to speak truth to this concession speech. There's a template by which all concession speech are written.
Remember, you have 45 minutes, or that all taking 45 minutes to close up.
So the first thing is that
he's just getting started.
Oh, sorry for the 5 seconds. Yeah, let's make it 1 minute. Yeah, let me set the timer. Say, yeah, let's make it 1
started with my 1 minute, my brother, because everybody disrupted. Concession speech first must call for unity and support to the winner. Every concession speech should do that. Any concession speech that doesn't do that doesn't meet the standard. And the principle in democracy for peaceful transition begins with a concession speech. So if we talk in politics, we should have some understanding of what we're saying. Concession speech is a tradition in politics and electioneering. The loser must concede. The only American president who hasn't conceded is Donald Trump. He's in quotes because he didn't concede and all the things he did. That's not an example. None of us should be mentioning that as an example on the show. That's mediocracy. We should set our standard for high, and that's how we're going to build our country. But we set for little or nothing, then we should not fight to be advocates because nothing's going to change for the better. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank every Liberian for this vote today. We want to thank you. We can celebrate. The road to the success is going to be tough.
Thank you.
And bear that in mind.
Thank you. So we're gonna take let's take Jalayu, Cindy.
Jalayu, Sandy.
Oh, I'm always putting the U there, right? Jalayu. Okay,
Yeah.
Cindy. Go ahead, Cindy.
Jalahu, like you asking question. Jalahu. Thank you. The mightiest man.
Oh.
Now why
Let's hear
me?
you.
Now why me? Don't argue with me.
No, I also argue. No, I don't understand it.
Look,
I want to joke. We are my man.
Let me lie. Let me argue with you.
Why would I argue with me? Why I understand it?
My own neighbor, yeah, I see
Your
them
own
want
neighbor.
argue. Yeah, my own neighbor.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, but for my 1 minute, look, congratulations again to the president-elect and the vice president-elect. Liberia has a new day. I want to thank the Liberian people. You voted for the death of the auditors. You voted because your country has been set back. You voted because Liberia has been struggling. So, you know, for Martin Innes, for Gifty Lamans, for Peter Abers, I mean, for Yansua, I mean, all of the unexplained deaths. We are not saying that Mr. Boakai is going to face everything overnight, but we do know that our country will take a new direction, better leadership, responsible leadership that will advocate for all of you, and that will ensure that gradually and very efficiently we will get there as a nation. So thank you for what you did. This is for us, the youth. This is for the young people below. I mean, that are coming after us. This is for generations to come. Mr. President-elect, congratulations, and we look forward to a better leadership.
Thanks a lot, Cindy. Then we take Maggie. Randy, thanks for joining us. It's been a while, Rodney. And Alfred, I see you're back to do your closing. But we'll just do it very quick now. We'll take Maggie, then we'll go up.
You wanna go with Alfred? Go to Alfred first.
No, Maggie, just go. Because your mic is already unmuted. Just go. Yeah. Just take 1 minute to conclude to do your closing.
All right. Just want to say thanks to the Liberian people. Thanks for making this decision, and congratulations to President-elect and Vice President-elect. And we're just going to be there. The next show still going to be here. We're going to have the president, the incoming president. We're going to be here to talk for our same Liberian people. Right now, I'm so emotional. My voice all clear. I don't have much to say today unless I go drink soup. I'm done. Nancy. My voice already hurt.
Go drink vodka.
You gotta go drink some
vodka. Go drink vodka.
Oh, I mean, is that what you recommending? No. Moba.
You recommending on the show?
No, Moba. That's no. Listen, that's publicity. That's publicity all by itself. That's publicity all by itself. And there's the other side to it, you know. So
okay, go to Hennessy.
Moba. Let's move to Shirley. Shirley, please go ahead. You see, I come and put Moba in the bag again. You see why I can pull in my co-host in the bag? The maze. Go ahead, Shirley. Let's hear you.
Why you laughing? Out. Nothing. You put Francis at the back. You didn't take it out.
I don't see Francis here. I think Francis is gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, I want to say thank you to the Liberian people for just job well done. I mean, I can't put it in words, but I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And I look forward to a better Liberia. And having a better Liberia is going to take all of us. And like my brother said, the president not going to make things happen overnight. And I want to add on to that. Apart from him not making things happen overnight, he cannot do it on his own. He would need all of us to make Liberia a better Liberia. So all of us here in America and those that are in Liberia, let's make sure that we are keeping the president and the government in prayer. And with God, everything will be possible for Liberia. And thank you again, Liberians.
Thank you. Rodney, can you remove the cap? Is against our rule on the show. Thank you, sir. So let's take Toure. Toure, go ahead, sir. Take your 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you so very much, Nelson, man. Thank you so very
Using
much,
Metro
Nelson.
PCS.
Without you, none of this would have been possible, bro. I feel like you took, you made the biggest sacrifices of all. But let's say thank you to the Liberian people. They were subjected to what it was, and they took on the challenge, and they rescued themselves. But we also want to thank the political parties that collaborated with Honorable Joseph Newman Boakai, the Unity Party. I think that speaks volume. I mean, the echo of the word that came forth. Mr. Aberton, even though I don't know his political party name.
GDM, Grassroots Development Movement.
GDM, and also my political party.
Councilor Gongo? why is Councilor Gongo's video? And then we'll go ahead.
But yeah, man, everybody contributed, but the bulk of the credit goes to the Liberian people. And we have a new Liberia, we have a new president. I think I'm proud and I'm happy, and I'm just looking forward to a future full of optimism. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's take Alfred. Alfred, go ahead.
Yes. Once again, our Liberian people, we want to say thank you for your resilience, for staying put for 6 years, taking all this frustration for 6 years. We say thank you for coming out. We say thank you for manning your vote. We say thank you for all you've done to keep the peace in Liberia. I got a message for President-elect Joseph Newman Boakai. And I will give this message by a quote, by one of his quotes of Lee Kuan Yew. He said this. He said, if you want to reach your dreams and goal, you can only do that with discipline. Mr. Boakai, we have all come on the show and we have talked about your level of integrity. We have talked about even going down to your family, how you are able to raise your family as a man, how you are able to raise your family to reach where you are. We have talked about all of that on the show. Now you are being elected. We'll have zero tolerance on indiscipline in your government.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's take Amy. Amy, go ahead. Okay, so let's take Randy and then Amy and Mobile will take us on. Randy, we can give you 2 minutes. Maggie, all that thing you said, Jenna, we now understand it. Your internet is just cracking. Is
she ain't
breaking.
what she wants to say. She ain't talking. Oh, she
Nah,
she spoke.
on. No, I put it on and I put it back off.
Okay.
I put it on the sale the way you cut Alfred off, then I put it back on mute.
Okay. We heard that now. Now we heard you.
Nelson will pay for it. Nelson left me in flight and crashed the plane.
Yeah, the plane crashed. Some of the planes will just have to crash. So now all the train can reach the destination. So the rescue train managed to reach, but some train can reach. But let's hear you, Rodney. Rodney,
Thank you very much. Thank you very
much. Let's hear you, Rodney. Go ahead. Rodney, can you unmute? You are still muted, sir. Okay. I see you unmuted. No, it's gone back. Okay.
Okay. You got me?
You're okay. You're good.
All right, man. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, bro. I really don't know what to say. We came here, we sold Joseph Boyka. Like Jay-Z can say, we came, we saw, we conquer. So, Raymond, what's up, brother? Torre, what's up, brother? To everybody, I just want to say, congratulations, man. We did everything we had to do, and I just want to say God bless, and especially to you, Nelson. I want to say thank you, bro. Just letting us on to speak our minds, to do, what you do to do your job. So I want to say thank you to you. Liberia is a great country, and Joseph Yimon Boyka is the president now, and we all got to rally around him to do, what we can do to promote our country. So I just wanted to say that, and I love everybody. Raymond Zeze, anything I say on this show that was not right towards you, please forgive me. Thanks for all the support. My brother Toure, dude, you're a good dude. I love you. We fought the fight, and God is in control. But Nelson, thank you very much. And my favorite Bible verse is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Everything got time. We will definitely see you, and we will tell you thank you. But above all, Liberia is number one, okay? I just wanted to say that. To all my sisters on the show, I love you guys, and we respect our Liberian women. Joseph Yimon Boyka will deliver this country, and we will make sure that we help him. But God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're able to do that in the exact 2 minutes. And now, just a quick
You
clarity
didn't
we
call
get.
a bad voice. You didn't call a bad voice. So
No, I didn't call it.
you didn't call a bad voice. So I'm about to say mine. You cut me off.
No.
You want to come with another
The
Bible
power
verse?
voice you were quoting that day. I want us to go there. I mean, please close.
Okay, so everybody has said everything. Said thank you to our people for listening, for going out there and rescuing our country. We did what we could do up here, and you did the bigger part. And for that, we say thank you, and we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Thank you.
Nelson, you are a rock star. We thank you for your. What time is it there in Liberia?
6:41.
Jesus is Lord. 6:41. You're still sitting up here with us every night.
Nelson, there's a package for you, bro.
Dude.
I will see you. Love you guys, man. I gotta go. All right, Nelson, I got a package for you and your family. God bless everybody. Okay, I will see you, Nelson. And I'm a man of my word. I will see you.
Just inbox him.
Okay, thank you.
So my 2 minutes starts, right? So like I was saying,
Yeah, 1 minute has
been up here with us. Don't play with me. I was interrupted. Don't do that. So we're here every night, and you're here with us, and we're giving you the hardest time. I mean, thank you, and I'm just going and just going and just going, even though sometimes you give more time to the solutions. But now we're all one. So thank you for your patience with us. Thank you. You're still here, but since we won, we gotta give you your flower as well. So thank you so much, you and the Liberian people, for being there, giving us live footages and everything. It's a big deal for us because we're not there, and for that we just want to thank you. God bless you and your family. May you never lack, Anywhere you want your career to go, may God take you there in Jesus' name. Now, I'm going to give a little prayer for GMB. Can we all bow our heads and close our eyes? Father, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this day that we have worked so hard for, Lord. We come here every time and then we go to sleep, we ask you, we pray that you save our country from this stage that it was in. And Lord, you have heard us. You forgive us and you have heard us, Lord. Now that you are giving us a new leader, Lord, we soak him in the blood of Jesus. Father, every evil heart, evil plans, Lord God, every evil thought against his life, Father, may you destroy it in the name of Jesus. Father, we cover him. We cover his family. We cover his health, his well-being, Father, in the blood of Jesus. Father, we ask, oh God, that you will not only take him to the inauguration, but you'll take him to finish his term, Father. Anyone that wish him death, Father, may they see the ground before he does, Father. May you be with him, Lord. Strengthen him, give him wisdom and knowledge to bring around good people, Father, to move our nation forward. Lord, we thank you. We know you are not done, Father, but we know we give you the glory, Father. Forgive us, Lord, and continue to do what we cannot do for ourselves, Father, and move our nation forward. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
That's the missionary.
Let me tell you something.
The way the choir leader to sing.
Oh, the choir leader won't sing?
I was supposed to sing first.
The way Moba close the eye. No, let me tell you something. The way Moba close the eye tells you that the guy hasn't prayed for a long time.
How you know? You see, how you know?
How you might have seen him? How you might have seen?
How you might have seen? How you might have seen?
I saw it, Nelson. But Nelson, you just sort of like verify what Maggie said about you that when last you went to church.
Mama hasn't prayed for a long time. From the way they got close the eye, you can know they may not pray for a long time here. I tried to spot a particular comment here.
I think Mother is Christmas, right? Mother is Christmas.
He has vision.
Two of them.
Yeah, that's why I said
listen, whether Christian or Muslim, you can pray. I say they may not pray for a long time here. That's the point I'm making.
No, listen. I'm from a Muslim background, but I'm a Christian. My entire family are Muslim. My mom, my papa, my auntie, everybody are Muslims.
So Nelson, you're trying to tell or your eyes were open, so you are not even praying.
No, I wanted to see a particular comment.
You come here,
eyes were open. Wow,
I just did comment when she prayed.
Eyes are closed.
Guys, we have to go.
Let me close now.
No, Nancy, how will you want to read comment when Ami pray?
What are you about to say now?
After Ami.
But Mama, don't break the protocol here. Ami already prayed. She closed the thing. You said
just keep your stuff for tomorrow.
No.
You are sitting right here. You are sitting right here.
Mother, you can talk after prayer again.
Let's do a popular vote. Let's do a vote.
Mother, I said you prayed.
Let's do a vote.
I'm gonna pray for it.
Baba, what you coming to? You coming to pray?
Wait, let's say this thing before the men pray now.
Okay,
let's sing a song.
I don't think we are Christmas carols. Always praising the Lord. Always praising the Lord with all your heart. Praising the Lord with all your heart. Always. My God is good. My God is great. My God is good to
Imagine that.
Amen.
Your way. Nothing you want to your own sing your own.
They're singing.
So who can sing like Liberia, Sweet Land of Liberty?
Oh, Nelson can sing.
Nelson, I guess, for enemy of progress.
Nelson, sing now.
Let's sing that song, please, man.
How does it start?
When I say like, bro,
yeah, when I'm man, Jara will go bring no more this song. You can't bring
But I only want to know that one. Bring it up.
Guys, who know this song like, bro, will rise
Thank you,
again.
Cindy. That was a great song.
All right.
Guys,
Actually, I'm not.
Nelson, sing for us now.
Let's sing like, bro, will rise again, man. That's
One thing most of you guys don't know is that
No, I know that one. I know it.
In the evening, 6 o'clock. Are you ready for the Lord just come?
Guys, we have to go. We have to go.
Let me sing one. Liberia, we land of
liberty.
You will rise, you will shine.
You will prosper in Africa.
Yeah, that's what Kenny,
Look at that. But I want to say thanks to everyone.
It's still working.
Let's let me do the closing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. No. I just want to say something.
You can't
Now I can go to bed.
No, you can say something after prayer, man.
No. I just
speech after prayer.
no man. And at the closing, I'm for anything, man.
Come out after prayer.
I beg you. Okay. 10 seconds.
Okay, Mikey, wait. Mikey, let's hear it, Bob.
Okay.
Maggie connection bring the song.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to all our listeners around the world, more especially Liberia. Now I can have a sleep for the past 4 to 5 days. I have not sleep for 2 hours.
You poor thing.
2 hours. I have not. So tonight, you see the one? I walk over taking. I will see the
No. Listen. Mama will not count the show for 1 week. You see?
Oh, yeah.
Now what?
See why you are saying close.
No, it's not liquor. What are you talking? What in there?
No.
No. What in there? My man, I'm talking here. What are you talking?
No. I'm just pulling your leg.
But Nelson,
I want to say thanks, man.
These are free advertisement giving to people. Do you know?
Yeah. Start sleeping something.
Nancy, I tell you something, man. Can you play the song now?
I'll go bring the
But guys, we have.
Can you play the song?
About to go sleep.
It's a difficult thing to leave my hand in, but we'll close that song tomorrow. I want to say thanks to everyone.
You should have played the president. That reggae song, man. Yeah, man.
So we'll go with this. Let's go with the president.
Please.
Yeah, so we're going with the president song.
No man, that's clear like bro. We can't go home with the president. So after all the Google things we just
okay, so, but then we'll have to go. I want to say thanks to everyone.
No, they ain't get play one of the
guys, we okay, so guys, let's do this. Guys. It's coming all together. So let's do this. We are closing. We are closing with this one now. I want to say thanks to everyone. And thanks to
you
all
don't
of
need shame on you. You don't need cafe. I'm in shame on you.
Nelson, man, he gotta go. Guys.
I feel we call it for we were over our bridge.
No, Maggie, no.
It's
No.
Enjoy and gladness with our hearts united. We shout the freedom of our lives united. Glorious liberty by God's command. Glorious liberty by God's command. Sure we cannot fail. With all of our rights and God, we will prevail. We will prevail. With hearts and hands, our country calls defending. We meet the foe with valor pretending. Long live Liberia, happy land. A home of glorious liberty by God's command. A home of glorious liberty by God's command.
Well, it's been a great show tonight. I want to say thanks to everyone. Thanks to
That was
everyone for being on
nice.
here.
Even though it was very low.
I think we had a great show, and thanks to you. Thanks to you all for being here. Thanks to our valued our audience, those who listen to us, those who take up time to watch the show. We appreciate all of you, and they will come back again. Have yourselves a good night. Shirley Snen, thanks for being here tonight. Alfred Konowa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Maggie, thanks for being here. Raymond Zaze, thanks for being here. Vakabine Toure, we appreciate you.
You please send me friend request here, my brother.
Thanks for being here. And Moba Zoka, we appreciate you as well. Thanks for being here tonight. And we'll see you again.
Send me friend request.
Of the program. Till then, have for yourselves.
It's okay. Don't cry. They said CDC the way you look sad. Somebody said that in the conversation. It's okay.
Imagine.
But listen, the people
Okay,
say I'm not
guys,
afraid.
good night.
I'm gonna go being Muslim.
Good night.
I'm gonna forget about
Good
Christian
night.
belief.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
All right,
Good
Nelson.
night. I mean,
We'll see you
good
later,
night.
bro.
Yeah. So folks, again, have for yourselves a good night. Let's remember to keep the peace. Liberia is all we have. I'm Nelson Colette. Thanks to my co-moderator Moba Zokia. And we'll be here tomorrow with another edition of the program. Bye-bye.
More
for
respect,
now.
brother. Take care.
Yeah.
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, Stan coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band, Charges on the beat.